Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a miss. And Yoshi Yamamoto with his crown jewel as a Dodger. It is a complete game. He goes the distance. And the Dodgers win game 2 by a score of 5-1.
You know, we chased way more than we've chased all year. We've been the best in baseball at not chasing. These pitchers brought out the worst in us.
Well, ain't that the truth? I would say good morning, everyone, but it's not a good morning. It's just the morning. Welcome in. I'm Josh Albrecht. With me again today is Mitch Thunder Nellis. And we are live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. The Milwaukee Brewers lose Game 2 of the NLCS to the Dodgers, 5-1, and it felt like they were never in it.
20-1.
After
right.
The first pitch of the game.
First pitch of the game is great.
It felt like they were never in the game. They now down 2-0. Will head to Los Angeles for Game 3
and 4 that we know of.
Yep, at least 3 and 4.
At some point today, we will ask the question.
I'm not ready for that.
I know.
We're not ready for that now, but we are ready for you to be a part of the conversation. Vent with us. Get your emotions out. Questions. There are still plenty of things to analyze with this game, with this team. Please do so on the Nicolay Law Fan Talking text line, 414-677-1250. You can, of course, also watch us live on YouTube and follow us on Twitter. I'm at On Air Josh. Mitch is at Thunder MKE. So
microphone broken.
Well, it's the microphone feels the way that we all feel.
Yeah,
we all feel.
We all feel a little broken, right?
We're all a little broken today.
Yeah.
I want to quickly.
Good morning, Josh.
Yes, good morning, buddy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start here.
Yeah.
I want to start on the Nicolay Law Fan Talking text line.
This is the best part of our day.
This is the best part. Put a smile on our face.
Yeah.
So the thing is that the talking text line it doesn't close.
Yeah,
however,
no.
You know,
it's like the internet.
Right. But there's not always someone looking at it.
Right.
Justin from Port texted in 9 hours ago and said, "This is like death by 1,000 paper cuts."
Oh, jeez.
Then he texted in 14 minutes ago and said, "Oh, I woke up and it wasn't a bad dream." Justin, let me tell you, I appreciate us being the last person you texted before you fell asleep and the first person you texted this morning.
That's amazing.
We're all going through it with you.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Here's the worst part. It's not like the season's done.
No.
It just is so tough.
Yeah.
From this point.
The Athletic, their daily newsletter that they send out with all the sports updates and stuff like that, which I subscribe to, of course, simply says, how do you beat this? How do you beat $325 million, 343, whatever it is, 330? I don't know what it is. How do you beat? I saw on Twitter this morning, Josh Reddick, former Major League Baseball player, 2 years ago, tweeted when Yamamoto signed a $321 million deal, having never pitched in Major League Baseball, tweeted, how do you pay a guy $321 million for never pitching a game in Major League Baseball? To which, literally every reporter and every fan today, found that tweet and wrote back, that's why.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, they bookmarked it, went back to it.
Yep.
Listen, there are a lot of things that I have said on these airwaves leading up to this series that are true.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of people have wanted to reference the regular season, the things that this Brewers team have done in the regular season.
Great things in the regular season.
The things that the Brewers did against the Cubs in the regular season, the things that the Brewers did against the Dodgers in the regular season. This is not the regular season.
No.
Okay.
You can say that again.
This is postseason baseball.
Yep. True story.
It is not the regular season. And these teams play differently in the postseason. The amount of stats and tweets being brought up of, don't worry, the Brewers are going to get it back. We didn't even let this guy get out of the first inning the last time we faced him. And this Dodgers team that we swept in the regular season, different team. I understand it's the same players, but you got to understand that this is what future Hall of Famer getting paid a crap ton of money athletes do.
Mhm.
When they make it to the postseason, they can flip a switch, and everything that you saw that happened, any slumps or anything like that that happened in the regular season, they just don't seem to be there.
No.
These guys just find that clutch gene. They have it, and they switch it on when it matters most. And that makes it really frustrating. And we saw that from the beginning. Keep in mind, unlike the Brewers, the Dodgers have been playing the whole postseason. They were in the wild card round.
Sure.
Didn't really seem like they were playing in the wild card round because they got through the Reds so fast.
Right. Well, and they got to play the Reds, which is like batting practice.
Sure.
Like that's almost even better than all the other, wild card rounds because they got to play an opponent that was so far beneath them.
But they did that, and then they went and they played the Phillies, who were the second best team
Yeah.
in Major League Baseball.
Phillies are good.
And they beat them all but one game.
Pretty much buzzsawed them.
Yeah. There was one game.
1-2 in Philly, lost the first game in LA,
Yep.
and then had that 11th inning game where that pitcher made the weird play. And
Yep. And the season was over.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then they come to Milwaukee, and the reason why I'm saying this is look at the entire file of what this Dodgers team has been in the postseason. Okay. They are completely different. It is not just against the Brewers. It is against every team they've gone up against.
Yeah.
They were the scariest team that has played so far in the postseason. They have just turned it on. They've crushed everyone. Now, all of that being said, right, the argument against that is, well, this Brewers team is different. They play different. They peck away. Yep. They force the opposing team's pitchers to get frustrated. They make opportunities. We saw that against the Cubs in games 1, 2, and 5. We saw that against the Cubs. Mm-hmm. We didn't see it in games 3 and 4 as much, but
we didn't really see it in game 5 either.
Remember,
5 was 3 solo homers. 5 was not pecking away. 5 was not the Brewers team we saw in the regular season.
But it also wasn't 3 to 4 pitch at bats.
No,
it wasn't starting pitching or any pitching going 10 pitches per inning.
Right.
Which is exactly what this is, which is exactly what's been so frustrating about watching these games. There's a ton of sound from Murph that we're going to get to in the show today, but both of us were at the game last night.
True.
Saw a lot of people on social media, a lot of people saying, man, this doesn't seem like the same crowd of the NLDS. Where are you people? Get loud, get loud. This ain't the same team.
Right.
As the NLDS.
Well, there's not the same vibe either.
You have any idea how frustrating it is?
Drown out the Cubs fans either.
Correct. But you have any idea how frustrating it is to go and watch your team when you're jacked for game 1 of the NLCS and they're just getting smoked, and you use the excuse of pitcher was lights out. Can't do that. All right, come back night 2. It was just that's Blake Snell. To then see that again, the exact same thing, the exact same formula, knowing you just got to get to their bullpen, and you see guys being aggressive 3, 4 pitch at bats. They were putting the bat on the ball more yesterday. Sure. That was nice, but you're still. I cannot tell you how frustrated I was. Everyone around me knew it. Just talking about, okay, there's a 6 pitch inning. There's a 10 pitch inning. He's averaging 10 pitches per inning through 4 innings. What are we doing? We're not getting the starting pitching out. Right. It was the most frustrating baseball to watch, knowing what this Brewers baseball team can be. They weren't that at all. And so when you're paying this money, you're watching this team, and you're seeing that consistent type of baseball for 2 games in a row. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really hard to stand up and cheer as loud as you can on every pitch.
Yes. And I think we saw that with the crowd. Listen, when Chourio leads off the game, the crowd is loud. And
we were electric.
And when Freddie, and when Freddie's pitching, I think even when they got down 2-1, and listen, Hernandez is going to hit that home run. Freddie's got to find a way to limit that inning to a 1-1 tie. Like, we can't give up that run. And right when that happened, you start, the doubt started creeping in. But even with that happening, there were moments over the next few innings where the crowd got loud, but it seemed almost like a desperate loud, where the crowd in desperation was trying to get the Brewers to do something, Freddie to get an out or the offense to do something. You said it, and Yamamoto was great last night, but he was not nearly as dominant as Blake Snell was. If you watch the game, if you looked at the numbers are very similar. Yamamoto might have even been better than Snell.
I mean, he got to go an extra inning,
right? And he only walked one, and they walked three. Now, granted, I guess Snell only walked one also because they walked twice in the ninth. But the Brewers hit the ball way better last night. They just hit it at everyone every single time, and it's like that's what the Brewers do. They put the ball in play. They put pressure. We saw, even in the first inning, Freddie Freeman loses the ball. Then he recovers and gets it. There was an error by the third baseman. They put the ball in play, but they just couldn't do anything with it in a way that was very uncharacteristic. When the Brewers put the ball in play in 162 regular season games, good things happen. Last night, they put the ball in play, and nothing good happened.
There are two ways to get a starting pitcher out of the game. One way is you score a lot of runs against them. And they pull the pitcher thinking, we got to keep this game close. Option two, if you're hitting the ball right at the guys and you're not getting runs in, is to work counts. Have good at bats, and then get them out of the game on pitch count. Wear them down. They did not do that.
No.
They could. And listen, I don't know if they just couldn't, but that's what this team has done.
Right.
That's what this team has been good at, is getting to the bullpen. That was the recipe. That was the formula. We knew that coming into game one for this beating the Dodgers was you have to get to their bullpen. We saw all the stats. Their starting pitching is great. Their bullpen, not so much. Get to the bullpen. The Brewers can do that. The Brewers have been very good at that. Not in these last two games. Very, very frustrating. And a lot of things to discuss. We want to know if you were there last night, your feelings as well on the game. Nicolay Law fan talking text line 414-677-1250. Here's one from the 414 in all caps, may I say. Don't tell me how to fan, Milwaukee Brewers. It's the postseason. If I want to stand during the game to cheer on the team, let me stand. Ushers told us throughout the game to sit down. Are you kidding me?
No, and I want ushers' names, and I want ushers' sections. Like, I want to go to all those ushers, and I'm going to tell them to shut the hell up and go home if you don't know how to do your job. It's the playoffs. People want to stand for 9 innings. People get to stand for 9 innings. You want to sit behind them, and that's your choice. But it's the playoffs. I totally agree with 414 on this one. You stand the whole game if you want to stand the whole game. Ushers need to shut the hell up. And if this is a situation with the Brewers, I'll call Rick Schlesinger, and I'll tell him he's wrong and his organization's wrong, because that is bullcrap.
Let me tell you, too, I had really high hopes for yesterday because it started out wonderfully. First, rally towels for everyone.
For everybody.
And you could see it.
I was sitting where I was sitting because I was in the 300 level, like right by X Golf or whatever. Yep. Immediately, you saw there was a towel, the entire stadium. Everyone had
it looked electric.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
When you walked in, how many more towels were there?
There were multiple boxes. Yeah. Boxes and boxes. Literally, it's like the Brewers were listening and went, right. He's right. We have to get more rally towels.
Yep.
Everyone gets a rally towel. Everyone's fired up. Churio starts it on the first pitch with a home run.
First pitch.
Boy, let me tell you, I went, okay, here we go.
Yeah. We're gonna hit this guy. We're good.
Yep. I thought we're back. We're gonna get to him. We shook off the cobwebs. I said I was afraid we had a little bit of hangover from the NLDS going into game one, but I was like, now we're here, game two. And then after the home run, after the Churio home run, it was like, nope, right back. Just immediately right back. So frustrating. Ryan from the Wood here says, silver lining, if we get swept, maybe they use this as an example of why we need a salary cap in MLB, #2027.
So there was an article yesterday.
There was an article.
Was it Jeff Passan or somebody?
Maybe.
That wrote the article that said this series could determine the future of Major League Baseball. Because if the Dodgers do sweep, or if the Dodgers even win this series, then Major League Baseball has to look at the economics of the sport. If the Brewers end up winning this series, Major League Baseball can sit back and laugh and Scrooge McDuck all they want to do, swimming in their vault of money, saying, look, we're just fine the way we do it. Somebody posted last night that the Brewers' local TV deal is $34 million a year.
Yeah.
Dodgers, Add a 3 in front of it.
Yeah,
It's
300
exactly
million more.
334. Yeah. Yeah, that's great.
Listen, I love the idea of that being a thing and that being a silver lining.
Okay.
I don't buy it for a second.
No.
I don't buy it for a second that the outcome of this one series is going to make the Major League Baseball go, you know what? I think they may have a point. Maybe we should be having a salary cap. This has been something that has been discussed over and over by owners of the small market teams for decades.
Of course.
And nothing has happened. There's no way that in one NLCS, one playoff series, that's what the MLB is holding their breath on to figure out, do we need to seriously look at and discuss this issue?
But
Absolutely not.
But it hurt, but it won't. It'll help everyone who wants to make that argument. But you're right. Major League Baseball has not been waiting for this to happen. And this doesn't push it over the edge by any means.
No, absolutely not. Listen, we got a lot of fun stuff to get to. And we're going to, like I said, we're going to take your calls. We're going to read your texts. We'd love that you're going to be a part of the show with us today because we got to all get it out. You know, this is the opposite of what we wanted, the place we wanted to be in, but this is where we are. So let's talk about it and let's go through it together. Our next segment is I Have Questions. Plenty of questions out there.
Oh, yeah.
We know you have them as well. Get them in on the Nicolay Law Fan Talking text line 414-677-1250. I am Josh Albrecht.
Hi, Josh.
That is Mitch and Ellis. And
Hi,
we
Mitch.
are live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. Welcome back. I'm Josh Albrecht. That's Mitch Thunder Nellis. We are live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, will you? I'm at On Air Josh. Mitch is at Thunder MKE. You can also be watching and interacting with the show on the YouTubes. So feel free to do that.
Yeah.
And be a part of the show on the Nicolay Law Fan Talk and Text line, which is 414-677-1250. Especially in this segment, which is I have questions. A lot of questions to ask after game 2 of the NLCS as the Brewers go down 2-0 in the series.
Yeah.
And we got CB in the north side.
North side of Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
And he is joining us now. CB, thank you for calling in the show. How we doing?
Hey, how you guys doing, man? Good morning to you guys. I got a question.
Yes, you do.
Let's go.
Where is Christian? I never show up in the playoffs. Yelich.
Where in the
How come you
blue
guys don't
hell
talk
is
about him?
Christian Yelich?
I mean,
That's what I'm saying. The guy's a bum. You need to get this guy out of here.
He's not a bum. He might be missing. That doesn't make him a bum, though.
He was missing in the Cubs series too as well.
Right. So right
The guy
now he's
can't
a
do
bum,
anything.
but he's not a bum overall. We love Christian Yelich. We need him
No,
to not be missing.
Listen, I'm gonna.
You got to take that out the equation, man, because he played for the Brewers. The guy sucks, man. Let's just be real. The guy never shows up at all.
All right,
Everybody else done something in the series. He hasn't done nothing at all,
That
and
is
it's
correct.
terrible. And they need to get rid of him.
Thank you, CB. I appreciate that. Heat it up
quickly.
Heat it up. Well, I mean, you started screaming at him as soon as he asked it.
Right.
God, you get so angry and yell at 6:30 in the morning. It drives me nuts.
What are we doing here?
Listen, CB, okay, first of all, thanks for the call. Appreciate you. I want to clarify. He didn't say Christian Yelich. He said, Christian, I never show up in the playoffs.
Right.
Yelich.
But then he said
which is true.
Right.
He does not have a very healthy postseason resume.
No.
Period. Not just this year. I'm talking lifetime. It is not good, and he hasn't been there. Listen, we talked about it yesterday before the show. Is there any chance that you just don't put him in the game, that you bench Yelich going into that game? Here's my argument against it.
Okay.
Who the hell was there last night? Who has been there in this series, period? The NLCS, this is for a chance to go to the World Series. Jackson Chourio had a home run on the first pitch. After that, no one did anything.
Right. The Brewers have 5 hits.
Yep.
Through 2 games. They got a double from Bowers, and he had a warning track shot last night that looked like it was going to get out, but it didn't. They got a homer from double from Bowers, homer from Chourio. They've got singles from Durbin, Turang, and Frelick.
Yeah.
I can't go on.
Right, that's
I'm done.
That's the end of it.
5 hits, 3 singles,
Frelick,
a double, and a homer.
Besides the Chourio home run, obviously, Frelick had my favorite at bat because literally we're sitting there watching the game, and I'm like, that what you just did. Right. He fought off some pitches.
Yep.
He made it. I think it went 6 or 7 pitches,
and then he just
on the 7th pitch, boop.
Yep, hit it the other way.
Single, oppo, single.
Third baseman playing way off the line, just hit it down the line.
Yep. Simple, easy, exactly
Don't try
what
to
this
hit a
team.
home run every time.
Right, exactly what this team has done. But that was it. It happened one time for one guy. I don't understand.
Yep.
And that's been the frustrating thing about this, is that you can look at pitching decisions by Murph or, missed pitches and opportunities and giving up solo shots and everything else that the pitching staff did. None of it matters if the Brewers offense doesn't play their game.
No, you're absolutely right.
Which they haven't done all series.
No, they haven't. And I have here the full playoff stats. I don't have the NLCS. I can get those, but just the playoff stats in general. Bowers, Chourio, Vaughn, Contreras are your 4 players who have above average OPS for the playoffs.
Yeah.
4 players are playing above league average. Perkins is next. Not good, but better than Durbin, who's better than Yelich, who's better than Frelick, who's better than Turang, who's better than Ortiz. That's your list. It's not good.
No. 920 here on the Nicolay Law Fan Talking text line says, Yelich hit 29 home runs and over 100 RBIs. He helped get us there. That idiot wants to get rid of him. All right, name calling. Come on now.
Right.
Listen, that's true. All of that's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said I think it's important to clarify that this is postseason. Where is Christian in the playoffs went missing Yelich? That's the difference.
Yeah.
And that's what I've said about this whole team, though. Everyone that wants to hang their hats on 97 wins and everything else. Wasn't it? How many wins did the Orioles have? Was that last year or 2 years?
Last year?
Didn't they
A
have
lot.
like 100? Didn't they
Yeah.
get to like 100 wins?
If it wasn't, it was close.
And then they got eliminated right away. They got swept right away.
And that's it.
That's the difference here, people. This is in postseason baseball. I understand that the regular season is long. Baseball happens a lot. But once you get to the postseason, you're 0-0. Everything starts over. You got to be locked in. You got to go.
Do you want Yelich's? So somebody wrote in on YouTube.
Yes.
We love people on YouTube. Jose wrote in. He isn't wrong. Oh, now what? Why did I get an ad on my chat? He isn't wrong. Haven't fact checked this yet, but last night on the radio it said Yelich hasn't had an RBI in the last 6 postseasons. So he hasn't actually played. So this year he has no RBI. He didn't play last year. In 23, he had no RBI in 2 games. In 2021, no RBI in 4 games. In 2020, no RBI in 2 games. In 2018, he had 2 home runs and 3 RBI in 10 games. His batting average in the postseason is 223. His OPS is 684. Again, league average is around 720 or so. He has not been even average in the postseason in his career. And it's true that he hasn't had an RBI in the postseason since 2018.
Do you want to hear from Yelly himself?
Yeah, we probably should. It's
all
fair.
right. Here's what Yelly said
Does he
on
have
his
questions?
performance after the game.
Yelly, your at-bats in this postseason, where do you feel like you're at?
Not the best, you know. I started out good and then kind of just hit a little bit of a rough patch here the last few games. An unfortunate time for that to happen, but you know, I've got to be better. I got to figure it out, and it's just how it goes. You know?
When you're in those spots, how do you figure it out when you're in the midst of these games where every at-bat is what it is?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have a lot of time, so you got to do it quickly. Just keep battling, keep going out there, keep trying to make adjustments, work on stuff on the off days before the game, and I'm just looking for that one where it kind of clicks and you can just get a few guys going and make a series of it.
Listen, in regards to Yelich and Terrain, to be honest, these guys have been completely lost. I mean, just ugly at bats from both of these guys in the series, which I think is part of the issue when you hear him get asked questions like this. I understand it's tough, right? Like you're in the media, you're being asked, how do you get better? How do you not be as bad as you are? Well, I'm pretty sure that if he had the solid answer, he probably would have done it, and then you wouldn't be asking the question. But I don't know that it's changing. I don't think this is something that you can say, you know, listen, tomorrow's an off day, and I think if I can just tweak 1 or 2 adjustments, you know, then we'll be okay, and I'll be right back on it. I don't see that, and that's what is a little scary with that and with him and Terang, of both of these guys just looking so uncomfortable at the plate.
Eric writes in, he's got a question on the YouTube channel. And he says, guys, what do you mean you don't understand? The Dodgers just scouted the Brewers players so well, they know exactly what to pitch.
Okay. Sure.
I mean, you can say that, but everybody else in Major League Baseball had scouted them as well. The Cubs had scouted them as well. The Pirates, the Reds, everybody scouted them. The Dodgers have the multi-million-dollar pitchers to be able to do it.
Yeah.
There's a difference between knowing how to do it and doing it. And they are doing it at a level we just haven't seen before.
Okay, I have questions.
All right.
Are we just, is it official? Are we taking that stance of it's just we're playing against the team with so much money to get the good guys? Is that going to be our official wave the white flag going down sentiment here. I mean, obviously, I'm not even saying that I'm super upset if it is. I'm just saying I'm not putting all my eggs in that basket. I don't care how much money they're getting paid or how good they are. This team isn't even, if they were doing that, if the Brewers were being the team that they have been, that we know they can be, and then we were still losing because the Dodgers were that much better because of their payroll and the performance of their players, fine, maybe. Yeah. But I have a really hard time believing that these pitchers, including Snell, were really, really that good that they completely stopped the Brewers from playing Brewer baseball. I don't buy it.
No, I think you're right. I think it's certainly part of the story, right? It's a storyline. It's part of the story, but it's not the whole story. The whole story is also mixed in with, those numbers that I just read off about how bad the postseason hitting's been, especially how bad. Josh, I don't know numbers really well. I have a question for you.
Okay.
Is a 300 batting average? Is that okay?
Yes.
That's pretty good, right? Is a 200 batting average okay?
Not really.
Is a 100 batting average okay?
Definitely not.
So if you're batting 086 in 2 games, but if a team is batting 086 in 2 games, that seems bad.
Yeah, that is very bad. It's hard to win games.
5 for 58 in the 2 NLCS games against the Dodgers. 0.86 batting average, a 145 on base percentage, with adding 4 walks to that. But remember, 2 of those walks were in the 9th inning of game 1, where they should have, I'm not going to say could have, they should have at least tied that game.
Yep.
I don't know if they should. I will say they could have taken the lead and won that game, but they should have tied the game at the very least in that 9th inning, game 1. And frankly, if it comes down to it, I will say it, not today, but I will say it in the future. Maybe they needed to.
Yeah.
Maybe they needed to.
I said it after the game yesterday.
And Murph said it pregame yesterday also. Murph said it pregame. He said, that's when we, that in post, because somebody asked, about the concept of stealing games in the postseason. And Murph said that's exactly what yesterday was. Like, that's a game we had the opportunity to steal. Snell was unbelievable. We were down. We should have stolen that game.
Yeah.
Yep.
And those are the ones that you let get away.
Yeah.
Because this Dodgers team can hit. And in that game, you held them to 2 runs. Your bullpen was lights out. Yeah. You found a way to win that game, you found a way to keep it close in that game, even though Snell was going out. You still had the 1 run. Okay. You get, and then it didn't matter. Yep. It was that close. The result is the same. They take the L. Then in game 2, the Dodgers Dodger. And they just show that up and down that lineup, anyone can hit you at any time.
The Brewers are not brewing. The Dodgers are dodging.
Yes. Exactly.
And that's frustrating.
Murph had a lot to say in his post-game presser, but this 10-second clip for me was everything.
We chased way more than we've chased all year. We've been the best in baseball at not chasing. These pitchers brought out the worst in us.
There you go. To me, that sums up, that 10 seconds sums up the entire NLCS so far. That's it. They've been the best team at not chasing.
Yep.
They've chased way too much in this series.
Yep.
They have not forced pitchers to go deep, and they're paying for it.
Well, and again, whether it's mental or it's got to be mental. The Brewers are not brewing. I mean, Murph could have just said, for 167 games, we brewered. And yeah, we lost a bad one in Wrigley. I mean, game 4 was a bad game in Wrigley. But we still brewered against the Cubs in the playoffs. We brewered for 162 games, and we're not brewing right now. And no. I don't know if that's us. I don't know if yes, again, Snell and Yamamoto were great, but the Brewers are not brewing. And I don't know if it's because they physically cannot do it against these guys, or are they mentally in their heads? Are they trying too hard? Are they putting too much pressure on a team that was famous all year long? Oh, we're just going to, happy-go-lucky, power of friendship, pocket pancakes, Brewer magic. We're going to go up and we're going to do our thing. We just do our thing. We just play baseball. And they're not doing that right now. They look tight. They look off.
Mm-hmm.
They needed, it was great that Churio led off the game with a home run, but they needed something a little more. They needed a crooked number. They needed something so that everybody could exhale. Because after you hit that home run, and then when you get, the next guy's going down and nothing else happening the whole rest
On
of the
4
game,
pitches apiece.
right? It just tightens up and tightens up and tightens up and tightens up and tightens up.
Yeah. No, that's exactly what happened. And I think you make a good point. I think there's also a lot that we could learn if we go back and look at the NLDS and how this team played there.
Mm-hmm.
They came out in game 1 against Boyd, who was lights. I mean, great record regular season.
Yeah.
They lit him up. Then you see him in, what was it, game 4?
Yeah.
And completely different result.
Yeah.
Not just saying the way he pitched, but the effort from the offense, right? And so to me, that was proof that this team has the ability to play their game or not play their game very drastically. And in these first 2 games against the Dodgers at home, they have not been playing their game. It's been ugly. It's been frustrating. It was so frustrating, which again is why I'm not mad at Brewer fans. I'm really not. That weren't, that kind of had all of the energy zapped from them last night, because it was a frustrating way to watch baseball.
It's hard. It's as much energy as there was in the building pregame, which there was. And then it got ramped up when Jackson hit that home run. You can only get beaten down so much. And listen, there were still spurts of energy.
Yeah.
There's still times where the crowd is just willing Freddie to get that out, or the crowd is just willing somebody to get that hit. And it's just hard to make it happen.
I'm Josh Albrecht. That's Mitch Thundernellis. Next, we have the most electrifying sound of the day. It shouldn't be hard to guess. There was only really one moment. We were going to get to that. That's, of course, brought to you by Best Electric. And we are live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. Welcome back. I'm Josh Albrecht. With me, Mitch Thundernellis, live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sports Book. Make sure to follow us on Twitter if you don't mind. I'm at On Air Josh. Mitch is at Thunder MKE. You can watch us live on YouTube, by the way.
Yeah.
And you can be a part of the show on the Nicolay Law Fan Talking text line, 414-677-1250.
That works as a text line and a phone line.
Both.
Yeah. So if you want to text into the show, I know a lot of people have. We're saving a lot of your texts, just so you know, for the morning mind dump at the top of the 7 o'clock hour. It is the morning mind dump. I think today will be renamed a little bit as a bucket dumping, as we dump our buckets and just get everything off of our chests, out of our system, all the things, so that we can actually be human beings on this hump day.
Yes.
Hi.
That would be nice. But first, we have the most electrifying sound of the day, which is brought to you by our friends at Best Electric. Remember, no job is too big or too small for Best Electric. Don't stress. Connect with the best. Call them today or visit bestelect.com.
And on the first pitch, Jackson Churio sends one into deep right, and that one's going to fly out of here. Churio with a home run to start it offensively for the Brewers.
And end it offensively for the Brewers.
Yep, that's
that, of course, BA, Brian Anderson on the call, which I wanted to bring this up. First of all, again, thank you to Best Electric for our most electrifying sound of the day. Chad texting in this morning, saying, I must admit, it's hard to listen to Brian Anderson get excited when calling the Dodgers home runs.
Of course.
But I understand it just sucks. Man, listen, I completely agree.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, you know, when BA does when he was doing NBA games, and he's getting just excited about Celtics calls, and I was just like, oh God. Just hearing him cheer against having to do something against the team.
Not cheer, but I know what you're saying. Bring
positive,
energy.
Right.
Yeah, be positive.
Right.
Because he's our guy. Like, Brian Anderson has been a Milwaukee broadcaster for the Brewers for a long, long time. And it just kind of like stinks and it's good for him. Like, listen, he deserves all the flowers. He deserves all the things for all the national work he has earned the right to do. It just stinks when Milwaukee is on that national stage and he has to be that 50-50 guy. He has to come with energy for both teams, as opposed to when he's on FanDuel Sports, Wisconsin Net, or whatever it's called now, and he could just be a Milwaukee guy.
Yeah.
Because we want him to be a Milwaukee guy.
Yeah, and he can't be in this. And listen, and so it felt really good. Felt really good to have that call of Churio, right? Because that felt like what we're used to, what we want. And we got it. We got it right away. And then nothing else.
We sure did.
And then nothing else to go the rest of the way was tough. That's well said.
Yeah. That's just that's how I feel this morning. You know, it's kind of like who's our friend in Port Washington who we woke up
Justin.
Justin in Port Washington.
Justin in Port, yeah.
And he was the first text of the morning. He texted literally even before the show started at 6 a.m. 414-677-1250, the Nicolay Law Fan Talking text line, and said, I just woke up, thought it was a bad dream. It wasn't. Ugh. And he's right. Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I called today? I called today I'm not turning on Sports Center days.
Well, and it, like literally, so you noticed the past 2 days I've turned the TV on.
Yeah.
And I did not today.
Yeah.
And I did that out of respect for you.
Thank you.
Would have, but I know you couldn't handle it, Josh.
No, because I don't need to see those highlights every 5 minutes.
It's a funny word. You have a sensitive soul. And so I just wanted to pay homage and respect that.
Well, thank you. You know, I do appreciate that. And it's true. It's true. Okay, listen, I'm emotional about my sports team, especially
should be.
The Milwaukee Brewers. And man, it was tough. Listen, full disclosure, I went to the game with Trevor last night. It was great. He's still alive. He's still doing great, by the way. You know, I know he appreciates everyone that's reached out to him.
Yep.
We're hoping to have him back very, very soon. Don't go anywhere, folks. I love being here with Mitch. Mitch is sleepy.
Yeah.
Mitch has been killing it, though.
Had I not left the game, I will admit I left the game a little early last night, but I only did it because I had to be on the air, and I knew if I didn't, I was either going to sleep through my alarm or fall asleep on the way here. And that's not good for
No.
anybody. Yeah. So
No, that's not.
So I needed to get in bed.
But we went to the game together last night, and
Trevor.
with Trevor and I.
And I said hi.
And you did say hi.
I got a hug. You know what I love? Hugging people I've never met before in real life, and just starting off the relationship with a hug.
It is a fun moment.
Trevor's tall.
He is tall. It makes it better when you're also at a sporting event where your team is winning. That helps. That didn't happen last night. But I'm sitting next to him and he goes, "You seem more calm than you did in the NLDS." And I was just like, well, I don't. It made me think a little bit, and it had me. It set up what's going to be my morning mind dump.
Yeah.
Because it could have honestly been I have a question and I have questions, but it really defines what I'm afraid is true.
Okay.
About the current state of this Milwaukee Brewers team and season. And I think it was fair. His assessment of how I was last night in comparison to game 1 of the NLDS when we were at that game together. And I wonder if that is just a micro sample of how all Brewer fans were feeling and reacting in game 1 and game 2 of the NLCS.
And certainly by the time that the Dodgers got the lead last night, I think that was true. The expectation was that the Brewers were going to beat the Cubs. And I think there's so much ramped up energy when it's Brewers Cubs, in addition to being in the playoffs, that it's not quite the same for the Dodgers. Like, I'm not surprised that you were more calm, just because like part of you is you're more like it was nervous energy. This is more like scared energy, but also like we just feel a little beaten down by all the narrative about the payroll and the pitching and it's great that Snell missed 3 months during the season. Glasnow missed 2 months during the season, but they're all healthy now. And it's like, it's just maddening to me that they're healthy now and we got Woodruff back and now he's hurt, because Woodruff changes the whole narrative. If he was, if they could have figured out a way to keep him healthy.
No, he doesn't.
He does. I think he does.
It doesn't change anything because he's not our offense.
I know, but I think
he's not our slumping offense.
I know, but I think it changes things.
It's insane what this Brewers pitching staff has been doing through the postseason so far. It's literally insane what they've put together. But it doesn't change the fact that then when they're not on the field, when they're not on the mound, offense has just got nothing.
No, I agree.
They've got nothing.
But I think
that's why I've said you can talk about Freddie being lights out in his start last night. He gave up 2 runs. You could talk about that. Sure you can. Doesn't matter. Yep. Brewers only scored 1. Yep. Anyone who thought you were going to win that game 1-0 last night is insane. There's no way.
I mean, there's a way. They put up 5 runs on Yamamoto and knocked him out of the first inning last time they played him.
Yeah. We will see Morning Mind Dump coming up next here. Josh and Mitch live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network.
the 0-2. And a swing and a miss. And Yoshi Yamamoto with his crown jewel as a Dodger. It is a complete game. He goes the distance. And the Dodgers win game 2 by a score of 5-1.
We chased way more than we've chased all year. We've been the best in baseball at not chasing. These pitchers brought out the worst in us.
Oh, boy. Ain't that the truth?
Yes, it is.
Josh Albrecht here. Mitch Thunder Nellis there.
Hi.
We are live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sports Book. The Brewers lose game 2 of the NLCS 5-1 against the Dodgers. Yamamoto goes the distance after Blake Snell could have gone the distance in game 1.
Easily.
He didn't.
Absolutely easily.
And Dave Roberts goes, well, I'm not making that mistake twice.
Nope.
They can't hit this guy. I'm leaving him out there.
Yeah, do not go to the bullpen, Dave.
Turned out to be the right move. Brewers just had absolutely no answers. We had questions. The Brewers did not have answers. A lot of things to get off our chest this morning, which is what we do at the top of the 7 o'clock hour every day. It's time for the morning mind dump. You had your coffee. What do you got to get out? What do you got to get out of your brain? You're stretched. You're up. You're maybe a little sore. Your voice maybe is a little bit gone from
Still
screaming.
A little groggy.
Time to get it out.
Yep.
Do so on the Nicolay Law Fan Talk and Text line, 414-677-1250. Tons of texts coming in. We are going to get to them in just a minute. But first, here's my morning mind dump.
Okay.
I'm leaving the game last night.
Okay.
And I think that I knew this for a while, and I just didn't want to admit it.
Yeah.
It sure darn feels like this Brewers team and the Brewers fan base got their World Series against the Cubs.
I
know
hate that.
I know.
Hate that. No.
So do I.
No.
But tell me I'm wrong. You can't.
You're wrong.
This was the emotions, the feelings,
Mm-hmm.
the back and forth, the attitudes from the players, the make the call and hang up the phone. I mean, everything, the L flag in the photo. I mean, all of this was the narratives, the rivalry. All of it was just so heightened in that series. And then the Brewers, and it goes the distance.
I know.
Right in that series, goes the distance. It goes all 5 games. The energy in the stadium is just incredible.
Yeah.
You win that series, and then I don't know what it is. 56 hours later, 72, I don't know. You're back playing NLCS game 1, and you look like a completely different team. And then in game 2, you still look like a completely different team. And I just can't help but sit here and go, man, it kind of feels like that was where our big party was. Now, I'm not, obviously, you ask anyone, and it's, no, our goal is and was to win a World Series. This was going to be the team to do that.
Yep.
Get there. I'm just saying it sure looks like and feels like, based on the crowd just being out of it, and rightfully so, because the Brewers have just, especially at the plate, been out of it and playing completely different than they usually do.
I know.
Because it just was the Cubs series, our World Series.
My morning mind dump is that, as horrible as it would have been to lose to the Cubs in the NLDS, I think that if this series goes the way it looks like it's going, Cubs fan is still going to say to us, haha, you guys suck. Yeah, you guys beat us. We weren't even that good, but you guys can't play with the Dodgers. You guys suck. Same old Brewers. You guys suck.
Yeah.
That's what every Cubs fan is going to say.
Oh, trust me.
That's what Rami's going to say. That's what Radar's going to say at our little sister station. Our little sister station down in Chicago, 670 The Score. All our little sisters down there and little brothers down there, they're all going to say it too. They're all going to say, haha, same old Brewers.
Yep.
And we're not going to, we don't have a retort.
Well, we do. Ours is,
we beat you.
We beat you.
Yeah.
We still beat you.
And they're going to say, who cares? Neither of us won the World Series.
Yeah, but we can still say, right, but we made it further. I mean, listen, it's not a good argument, but it's the one we have.
Yeah.
listen, there are already Cubs fans that have been saying that the picture with the L flag is the new curse of the Milwaukee Brewers and all this other stuff. I mean, that is a rivalry, right? I mean, listen,
that's
the series is over. The Brewers won. They're still chirping back and forth as the Brewers play the Dodgers. But that's what all of that is. It just has me going, I hate that it's the case, but it sure feels like that took everything from the Brewers in comparison to a Dodgers team that had more rest time because they took care of the Phillies earlier and have just come in and destroyed the Milwaukee Brewers. They have.
Yeah.
They have. It's terrible.
Sucks.
And I hate it, but and I'd love for someone to tell me I'm wrong. I'd love for someone to tell me I'm wrong, but I don't see how the argument against it has any legs.
Right.
Because the Brewers have not shown up in this series, which would make it to where our World Series was against the Cubs. You hear this all the time. You know, the Packers said this about the Bears last season. You know, Bears beat the Packers. Well, that was their Super Bowl. They're out here acting like this is their Super Bowl. Yeah. Well, was this the Brewers World Series against the Cubs?
I hope not.
I hope not too.
I hope not. I don't like that at all.
I will tell you this. As we go to the Nicolay Law fan talking text line, 414-677-1250, get your morning mind dumps in. Jason from Kenosha said 5 teams have come back from 0-2 to win the LCS. It's over. I feel like the Cubs series was my World Series.
No.
No. I know you're saying no.
I know I'm saying no.
But tell me, listen.
It might be over, but that was not our World Series. That was a great series between rivals. And that happens. Sometimes you play your rival. Maybe no one in New York right now is saying, yes, it was our World Series to beat the Red Sox in the wild card round, even though the Red Sox and Yankees hate each other. The Yankees had no interest in that. And we need to stop this small market bull crap that we go over and over and over again, because we are the little brothers right now, okay? And that's bull crap. We should be the big brothers. It's great to have a rivalry, but we got to stop this mentality of, oh, we beat the Cubs and that's good enough. It's not good enough. And you know what? The Cubs are getting better. The Cubs are not getting worse. I know they're going to lose Kyle Tucker, but they're going to have better pitching next year.
Yeah.
They're going to make it some signings. They've got young guys coming up. We've got to get better as well. The Brewers organization has to get better as well. And the Brewers are, and I know Sparky sent out a tweet last night saying, you know, I don't know how this is going to go, but next year, look at this starting pitching. It's amazing with Miz and Henderson and Priester and Gasser and Hall. Like, yes, that is a great starting 5 if that's your starting 5. But this is not what we're here for. We are not here to do better than the Cubs every year, and that's good enough. This is not good enough. That's it. That's the list.
I listen. I agree.
Juiced Up writes in on YouTube. It's not over, gents.
You're right.
It's not over.
It's not over.
Right.
But the odds are definitely against them.
It doesn't feel great. And I know somebody was that Justin or Chad or whoever just wrote in that 5 teams have come back from 0-2.
Jason.
All right,
Jason. Kenosha, yeah.
Oh, that's 5.
Well, we could be the 6th.
Yeah, that's 5. That's not 0.
Right. It is possible.
Yep.
And in Oconomowoc, talking about the salary cap, that's why the same teams are in the playoffs year after year. They give the, quote, little guys, unquote, a smidge of hope and then tear their hearts out in the end. 608, stop complaining about money. The salary cap is never happening. MLB and the networks don't want it. They want big markets in the playoffs and winning the playoffs.
You're not wrong.
Mekwan Marie here texts in and says, I was at the game last night, sat in the 400 level with obstructed view. Our usher, Jim, calling Jim out, told us we could stand only during exciting plays in motion. Do better, Brewers.
Eat dirt, Jim. Eat dirt. Literally eat dirt.
Come on, Jim might have just been following.
No, suck it, Jim. That's that's awful.
All right.
You suck.
Wow.
And listen, I get it. Yeah, you're just following orders. Bull crap. I don't care. Brewers do better. Yeah, like Marie followed up with do better, Brewers. Do better, Brewers.
Yeah.
Do better, Brewers.
262, 5 hits. Terrible. That's not going to win you a ball game. Well, it absolutely can if those 5 hits are, solo shots or if they're hits with men on base. Right.
It's on. I would give my left pinky. All right, I wouldn't really.
No, you wouldn't.
I would give up my morning bagel for 5 hits in a game right now. I needed my morning bagel this morning, but I would have given it up if they would have gotten 5 hits last night. They had 3 hits last night. I want 2 more.
Okay, this one's interesting. I love this from the 414.
Okay.
Devil's advocate.
Ooh, here we go.
This season is playing even better in the Mark Antanacio's hands. It gets us a, quote, bite of the apple, my least favorite line ever, a deep playoff run, more home games. That gets more revenue and gives us a glimmer of hope, and nobody can be mad at him.
No, we can be mad at him.
I mean, listen, Mitch.
We can be mad at him.
Mitch literally just said how the Brewers have to be better and they have to go out and still get people.
Yes.
So
yeah, let's be mad. Hey,
I don't know that anyone is sitting here going, "Good job,
revenue,
Mark."
Right. If you got more revenue from these games, you better spend it. You better spend it, you jerk.
DK says, "Here's a question: how many of the Brewers starters would start on the Dodgers starting lineup? They're just the better team."
Ooh.
Yes. Listen,
That's a
on
good
paper,
question.
these teams are, if you're playing this in video games, the Brewers are never winning, right? The Dodgers are a better team. They paid for the better talent.
Yeah.
The difference is in the regular season, you can't deny the stats.
Yeah.
The facts are the Brewers were the better team.
Yeah.
In the postseason, you can't deny the facts.
Yeah.
The Dodgers are the better team.
It's true.
It's just how it's been.
Yep.
And to answer your question about how many of these Brewers starters would start on the Dodgers starting lineup, honestly, I feel like the only person they'd take is Yelich, and then they'd bench him because he wouldn't be playing well. Maybe Churio. They might take Churio.
They'd take Churio. They would take Terang. Terang's better at second base than Edman is. Edman's better in the postseason, but Terang's a better player. Churio would be out there. Contreras is really good, but Will Smith's also an all-star. Yeah, that's it.
920. Here's the thing. Peralta has to be better. Can't go out in the second and give the lead right back. That forced the Brewers to then press being down. All right.
It's true.
No,
I agree.
Listen, it's the same thing. If you think that this Brewers team was going to win 1-0,
okay,
you're nuts.
Sure. But you've got, after you give up that home run to Hernandez, which I have no problem with, it sucked. You can't give them another run in that inning. Like, that's a clean inning. Nobody's on base. You got to find a way. It does matter. It matters. 1-1 is different than 2-1. It just is. There's a different.
You're telling me if it stays 1-1, then all of a sudden the Brewers offense turns back into the Brewers offense.
There's no such thing as all of a sudden. But I think the mental approach to the game is different at 1-1 than 2-1.
Well, that's dumb.
Maybe it should
then
be.
Then that's on the Brewers for not being able to say, don't look at the score and just do your thing and you'll score 5 runs.
Right, but
just
look at their mental approach
like Frelick did.
But look at their mental approach all series. They have not had. Murph said it. We're swinging at pitches we've never swung at before. And down 2-1, you try to be a hero more than when you're tied 1-1. You just do.
I don't know.
I'm not saying that's how they should be playing. I'm saying that's how they are playing.
Well, they were destined to lose then from the beginning if they weren't going to be able to come from behind, because that's what this team did all regular season. That's what this team did multiple times in the postseason. This team knows how to come back from being down
they did
and
in game
play
1.
Their game of baseball.
Right. They did in game 1.
So I don't buy that excuse.
It's not an excuse. It's a fact that Freddie Peralta needs to limit a run in that inning. That's his job, right? You're going to give up a solo home run. It's going to happen. You got to stay out of trouble.
Fine.
You're the ace.
Fine.
You're pitching at home. It's in the playoffs. You figure out a way to get out of that inning 1-1. That's it. That's your job. And he failed last night.
Then be mad at Freddie and know that it doesn't matter.
Right.
It doesn't matter. Be mad at him. Yell at him.
Everything matters. But I'm mad at Freddie.
Put him in the corner while the entire Brewers offense loses the game.
Okay. I'm mad at Freddie for that.
Okay, that's fine.
He let his team down in that moment. He let his team down.
Okay, in that moment, and then
that's
the other moments
that happened.
No, that's absolute crap.
In the top of the second, that was the only moment that happened. That was the only moment that was happening.
What about the bottom of the second, or the third, or the fourth, or the fifth, or the sixth, or the seventh, or the eighth, or the ninth?
And we're talking about Yelich, and we're talking about Terang. We're talking about all those guys. But Freddie's in that group also. And when you're the starting pitcher and when you're the ace, you figure out a way to get out of that inning tied 1-1.
Man, I don't know.
That's your job. Your job is to come here and talk about sports on the radio. If you started talking about flowers and going flower shopping for an hour, I'm going to yell at you for not doing your job, right?
Well, you're going to yell regardless.
Freddie Peralta, I'm yelling at him for not doing his job in that game.
262 says, Thunder, you're wrong. They are
I know.
brewing.
I'm wrong about everything.
They're playoff brewing. They do this every postseason.
You're not wrong, 262.
Well, listen, this is the third time that they made it to the NLCS. Right? This is the
within this incarnate or total.
So
2011, 2018, and now.
Yep. 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. 920. Great to hear you back on Sports Radio. Thanks, buddy.
I agree.
414.
By the way,
he was to go through.
By the way, our little buddy was my buddy before he was your buddy. Just saying.
Okay.
And we both like to save him.
Okay. 414.
If you know, you know.
Tough time for the offense to go through one of their slumps. 5 games, 8 runs. Clock may have struck midnight. Listen, they're definitely in that spot.
Yep.
To where it could have.
It's not great.
262.
Nick in West Bend.
If a rock collection. Oh, here we go. All right. I love this analogy, Nick. All right, let's get into it. If a rock collection was baseball, we have a sweet hand-picked collection from the sand at the beach. Our rocks are nice. The best you can put together and find. Super cool. But the Dodgers are a collection straight from the store, professionally polished and store-bought. Difference is noticeable.
Wow.
Man, a rock collection analogy. Did not have that one
on the bingo card.
On the bingo card today.
All right, hold on.
Where do you go to get a rock collection?
Well, first of all, if you can go to Atwater Beach, and there's lots of like that nice like sand glass, that colored glass that sand makes. But then if you go to like one of these high-end stores and you get one of those like purple, huge, what are those rock things called? Like the nice.
I don't know. Is this when I'm supposed to start yelling at you because you're not talking about sports?
No,
you're not doing your job. You're talking about buying
I said
rocks.
For 40 minutes. No.
262. This is Nick.
This one.
I really want to participate in the morning mind dump.
Different Nick, not Nick in West Bend.
No,
Nick in Greenfield.
Lots of Nicks texting today. He said, I really want to participate in the morning mind dump, but there's 0% chance you can read what I'd write on air. I feel like he figured it out, though. He said, we've gone up against 2 starters who combined have been historically good. 17 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 run. They're pounding the strike zone, making it hard for us to work the count. Instead, we're constantly behind in the count. Need to hope they cool off and we adjust.
What adjustments? That's my question.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go back to 6:20 a.m.
Okay.
I got questions. What adjustments can we make? If they're pounding the strike zone, it's not like we can we have to not swing at balls. All right. We all get that. We have to not chase. Beyond that, if they're pounding the strike zone, what adjustments do you make if they're just pitching strikes and we're nibbling and they're just pitching strikes?
So what it seemed like the difference between the 2 games, what happened was in game 1 against Blake Snell, the Brewers were trying to be that team, take pitches, do whatever, and Snell wasn't making it so that they could do that. And you were having a lot of strikes looking, a lot of strikeouts looking, a lot of strikeouts swinging, and they were going down. They were way more aggressive at the plate last night than they were in game 1, that being the Brewers. It just, they still weren't getting hits. The ball wasn't leaving the park. Right. It wasn't, they were hitting them to where they were.
I mean, how many line drives did we see to third base?
Yeah, a ton of hard hit, but Contreras had one that I just thought for sure. And just
even
right
Vaughn
at him.
in the 8th inning, right at the
correct.
Yep.
And so, listen, you look at all of that and you go, okay, so that was how they changed it up. That was the change in the mentality of, all right, we couldn't get them out by running up the pitch count. Let's do it by attacking and try to get to him early, get the score up early, and don't let him settle in. That also didn't happen.
Right.
The difference was, if you're trying either of those 2 methods, you're setting yourself up to where the guy can go all 9 innings. And that's exactly what happened in game 1. This is the morning mind dump. We've got plenty more to get to. You guys texting in.
True story.
A ton of stuff on the Nick Law Fan Talking text line this morning. 414-677-1250. Appreciate that.
The fans are showing up today.
Yes, they are.
The fans are showing up today, and I love it. And I know I yell sometimes, and I apologize for getting so worked up. It's how I feel, and I can see it in some of these texts. Like, you're yelling these. I know. Don't go all caps on us. We don't want that. But we know that the passion is there. We know that we are all in this together. We may not agree on everything, but we know we're all on the same team.
That's very true. I'm Josh Albrecht. That you just heard, that was Mitch Thunder Nellis. And we are live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. More Morning Mind Dump coming up next. Welcome back. Josh Albrecht here, Mitch Thunder Nellis there. We are live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. Hey, make sure to follow us on Twitter. I'm at On Air Josh. Mitch is at Thunder MKE. You can find us.
Though?
You are. That's where people would find you. You can find us on the YouTubes as well. Check there. Nicolay Law fan talk and text line has been going all morning long. We appreciate that. Phone number 414-677-1250. It's the morning mind dump, getting everything off our chest here, and you guys are as well. We want to make sure that we help you get your morning mind dumps out.
Yep.
Get it out. And so we're going to keep going through these here.
Yep.
Bob from Oak Creek.
Hey, Bob.
Text in says, this Brewers team right now has no fight, hunger, or passion to win this series.
It sure looks that way.
Sure does. Hard to deny, huh? Hard to deny. 920. John in Green Bay. Good morning. New listener to the show. Oh,
do you think
hi.
Do you think that's on one of our Green Bay affiliates?
It sure might be. He says, hey, Josh, I'm the bowler from Green Bay. We chatted a while ago. Okay. Hey, John. Good to hear from you.
Some people went to college to play bowling.
Yeah, just bowl. You don't really play bowling.
No.
So, anyway, he says
you now play bowling.
Nope. He says, enjoy the show. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're with us, John. I appreciate it.
John.
And, I'm sorry that you're coming in.
We need the bell
when it's frustrating, but ding, we appreciate you. 608. You're also comparing the Brewers to a team that has 26 World Series championships. So, of course, a wild card round victory over the Red Sox doesn't mean anything.
I know, but the point was, and I think the point does still exist, that like we as Brewers fans should not be we should celebrate any series win we have, but we should not treat a win over the Cubs as our World Series. We should treat it just as a stepping stone to get to the next level.
Yeah.
Because as Brewers fans, our goal isn't to beat the Cubs in the playoffs. Our goal is to win the World Series.
That is the difference. Nick in Greenfield, oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
Not only did this season get us a bite at the apple, we also had a summer of fun and entertainment.
I mean, if we're not living Mark Attanasios' dream, I don't know
God.
who is. Can we get Sparky in here?
If Sparky's listening to this right now,
explode.
I hope he pulled over.
I feel like we got to pull this one from Nick in Greenfield, and I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna email.
It.
I'm emailing it to Sparky right now.
We got to print that text and make sure to
awesome.
hang it on his office door. 414. Yelich hasn't done anything in 2 games. Yelich hasn't done anything in more than 2 games. 715 says, you're right, Mitch. The truth is our ace, quote unquote, just needs to be better.
Mm-hmm. That's all.
Now,
hold on. And
yes.
real quick on the YouTube channel to back that up. John writes in, I agree. The second run did hurt. It does change the outlook of the game.
Jason in Sheboygan on the Nicolay Law fan talking text line says, when Churio hits the home run, bottom of the first, the crowd was wild. Then Freddie gives up a home run. The life was sucked out of the crowd. A ball game was over 100%. 100% on Freddie, he says.
Yeah. I think it was sucked out more with the second run. I don't think the air was sucked out when Hernandez. It sucked when Hernandez hit that home run, but I think there was still air in the crowd.
Let me ask you a question.
Changes it even more.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, please do.
As a fan base, watching their team play baseball, knowing that they have found so many ways during the regular season to be the Woodpeckers, peck back.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think it sucked all the air out of the crowd when they went down 2-1? Could it be because they didn't have any faith in the Brewers offense?
Absolutely.
To be the Brewers offense?
That is definitely a part of it.
That's my point.
I hear your point, and I think your point is true. 2 things can be true. Freddie could have let down the team last night, and the offense let down the team last night. Both can be true. Jeff writes in on the YouTube channel. On the broadcast, they mentioned how Freddie had to convince Murph to bring him back out in the 6th, and that's when he eventually gave up the home run to Muncy. Would you have brought him back out? I probably would have, but I even, and I said this, and you can ask the people up who I was sitting with, after he got Will Smith out, I did say I would bring in somebody to face Muncy. I did not like that they left him in to face the lefty Muncy. I know Ashby, we've used him like he's pitched literally every game this entire postseason.
Yeah.
But I think that's when you bring in Ashby, not after you give up the home run. But I think you bring him in to face the lefty right there.
Brad in the 414 says, I know it's loser talk,
Oh,
but I am now cool with a 1-year work stoppage to put a salary gap in baseball.
wow.
Brad, listen, you're going to be really upset when there's a stoppage in baseball and it's not to add a salary
Right.
cap.
It's going to end up being something, but it's not going to be a salary cap.
It
It's
will
not
it will be
right.
something that doesn't truly
window dressing
impact
right.
this
Right.
the way that baseball works for the
It'll
small
be
market
something
teams.
that looks pretty
Yep.
and sounds good for the PR folk,
Yep.
but doesn't actually affect the competitive imbalance in terms of salaries.
715 says the Dodgers are not losing the next 4 or 5 games. It's over. I know it. You know it. The fans know it. The Brewers know it. It's time to move on.
Oh.
Boy, oh boy, man.
Oh,
and it's
gross.
raining. It's like kind of muggy out.
Yeah.
And then you bring
It's
that
gross.
text in here.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that.
Yeah.
You don't know. We don't know.
No.
Okay.
No.
God. Oh, that was a hard one to read. They didn't give their name, probably because
No, that's all right.
they're mad about that.
Yeah. 414 is also, I love, I'm so excited. I'm going to read this one.
Go ahead.
It is clear you've never played ball. Adjustments could be anything from shortening your swing, shortening your front foot step, changing your approach at the plate. Also, can't believe how you guys are writing this team off already. I'll let you address that second point about writing them off, because I'm not writing them off already. I absolutely understand shortening your swing and shortening your front foot step. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for that from this team. And we also acknowledge that they hit the ball. They actually made contact much better last night than they did in game 1. I understand all those things. When you're facing the dominant type of pitching that the Brewers faced in games 1 and games 2, whatever adjustments you can make or should be making either haven't worked or haven't actually happened. And so it's great to say that you can shorten your swing and change your approach. Major League Baseball players don't often do that in 2025. They did that 10 years ago. They did that 15 years ago. I teach the girls I coach in softball to do that, especially with 2 strikes. But Major League Baseball players have been trained in 2025 to strike out, walk, or hit a home run. And the Brewers defied that this year.
Yep.
They put people on base, they put pressure on the defense, and they had crooked numbers with no home runs in multiple innings, more than anybody else in baseball. We understand adjustments, 414. What we're seeing is that is the opposite is happening with this Brewers team in these first 2 games of the NLCS.
And for the second part of your comment, talking about writing this team off and it's not over, et cetera, and everyone, I'm going to tie in everyone that was saying that the crowd went soft in game 2 and everything else. Here's what Murph had to say after the game.
I think, the building was live. The crowd was great. The last 2 days, our crowd's great. They're disappointed. They think it's over probably. 90% of the teams that are 0-2 at home don't come back. But I don't think it's over. I don't know why. I admire this team. I've said it all along. I like who they are. I know where they came from. And I don't think they'll be surprised if they come back and play really well.
So there you go. Okay, a few things there. Okay, and he didn't give a name, right? 414 was it?
Nope.
Yeah, 414. Give us your name.
Okay.
Don't hide behind your phone number.
Yeah.
Crowd was great. They're frustrated. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Also,
So the team.
90% of teams and I don't even know if that's like the true stat.
Okay.
I don't know, but that's what Murph said. So it's high enough. Don't come back from an 0-2 deficit to make it on, in an LCS play. Can it happen? Absolutely. That doesn't mean that as a fan, I can't be frustrated.
Right.
I can't look at the realism of the situation.
Sure.
And the statistics that go along with history of teams that have been in this situation.
Yep.
And more importantly, I'm still sitting here going, this isn't a situation where they just got to figure out what they have to do differently.
Right.
They've known the entire time what they have to do.
Right.
They're just not doing it.
Right.
That's so much harder to swallow as a fan.
Yeah. And like, exactly to that point, to the 414, I'd say about making adjustments at the plate. Like, we're not talking to 15-year-old boys and girls who don't know what they're doing in high school and need to be taught how to make adjustments. Major League Baseball players are either going to make adjustments or not. they're either going to change their approach or not. But they've been doing this far longer than any of us. They are way better at this than any of us. They know whether they want to make an adjustment or not, whether they want to shorten up their swing or their step or whatever it might be, and try to Jonathan Lucroy after game one said everyone should have been just trying to hit the ball the other way against Snell, the way he was throwing.
Yep.
And like that, you might be right, but the players have to buy into that. Like hitting coaches and managers are irrelevant at the Major League Baseball level. Like they're relevant to an extent, but if Chourio is going to go up there swinging as hard as he can at changeups, he's going to do that. Whether you tell him to shorten up his swing or not, like these guys are multimillionaires playing.
If they're going to play different ball,
right?
That's what the results you're going to get. Let's go. We got Uncle Bobby here in New Berlin who says, I want to thank you both for being on my radio this morning.
Okay. Well, you're welcome.
Saying that the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network is bringing Wisconsin sports talk back to my morning drive.
Yep.
Hashtag Brewers in 6.
Ooh.
Well,
you go, Uncle Bobby.
Yep. That is a possibility. Have you seen all of the Wisconsin sports fans that are sharing the Bucks down 0-2 in the finals image with Middleton and Holiday, and they're kind of like smiling at the table. You remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. People are bringing that up now, like, hey, the Bucks were down 0-2.
The Bucks were down 0-2.
Very true.
920 says, great show. Maybe I'm the problem. After inning 5, I went to bed. I was too depressed to watch the Brewers swing. You're right about it being too depressing to watch the Brewers swing. 920, you weren't the problem.
No,
correct.
Yeah, correct.
We've already talked about all the different problems there were.
Zach from Lake Mills says, I think if the manager is to turn this around, it is Murph. If we still had Craig, we would be cooked.
Ooh.
Okay.
Love that.
Well, then if you believe that, then good, because we have Murph.
Yeah, we have Murph.
262 says, I love this show. Hey, thanks.
And then
we appreciate it.
And then continues.
Says, did Josh get a rally towel? Yeah. Everyone listening is wanting to know. Yes. The Brewers brought rally towels.
They heard us.
They heard us. Yep. They heard my morning mind dump yesterday. They went, guys, this guy is not happy. We have to have more rally towels. There were rally towels everywhere. Everyone was getting them, and they were waving them in the stands. And that's why I said the stands were electric. It was way different. 262.
Maryland from McGuanago, by the way.
Maryland
that's
from McGuanago?
Read, yes.
Oh, okay.
Has a little crush on you. All right. No, just kidding. No, I was just happy to hear you back on the radio.
Yeah. It says, Josh, I'm so glad I found you. Well, thank you. Bummed when I was off, but I'm back.
Brewers are still the best. I love the team. Regular season games are so much more fun. Playoffs have different energy. I love that BA is on the air. He brings good vibes. Well, not yet. He hasn't to this point.
Yeah.
Right.
That is true.
But I love regular season baseball because it's more chill, but I also love playoff baseball. It definitely has different energy. And we gotta figure this out.
Nick and Tressa, and I'm only going to read half of yours, says, Dear Abby, I'm starting not to believe anymore.
Yeah.
If that's the feeling that you're having, I don't think that a lot of people are questioning that. We have a ton more.
Nick, it's a kid's show, so we can't read the rest of what you're
we're not doing that.
Yeah, no.
We're not going to go there, but we appreciate you texting your morning mind dump in. We still have a ton more, and this is the time to get it out, folks.
Yeah.
You got to get it off your chest. It was a tough loss for our crew last night, and we're here to let you dump it all out. Get your morning mind dump out with us right now. My name is Josh Albrecht. That is Mitch Thunder Nellis, and we are live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. More morning mind dump coming up next.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
The grab bag of bumpers found one. This one worked.
Oh.
Ah! Hi, everyone.
Hi, Josh.
I'm Josh Albrecht. That's Mitch Thundernellis, and we are live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook.
What up?
Please follow us on Twitter if you don't mind. I am at Honor Josh. Mitch is at Thunder MKE. We want you to be a part of the show today, which you have. I mean, morning mind dump. I knew that people had a lot to get off their chest after that loss, but you guys have not let me down. You can watch us live on YouTube. You can also be a part of the conversation on the Nicolay Law Fan Talking text line, 414-677-1250. We very much appreciate you doing so. I got a few more here, Mitch, that I want to get through here.
Let's do it.
920, until MLB addresses the payroll disparity, I'm considering this season a success. This is like a small market team playing a MLB All-Star team. We won the under 200 million payroll NL series already. Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman make more than the entire Brewers payroll. Snell makes more than the entire pitching staff of the Brewers. That's Ron Rome.
Yeah.
In the 920.
Yeah, I think Ron in Rome, but he just writes.
I'm going to call you Ron Rome.
He goes by Ron Rome.
Yep, that's what I'm calling you.
I like it.
Mm-hmm. And yes, he makes good points, and that's why I said, is this going to be? I asked you during I Have Questions. Is this just what we're going to hang our hat on? Is this like, well, we never had a shot because the Dodgers payroll was too. It just the reason why I don't love. I mean, it's definitely an argument, and I'm not against using it, but we didn't use that before Game 1. Before Game 1, we said, hey, we could beat these guys. Yeah. We swept them in the regular season. Yeah. And then right after Game 1, it was, well, how do you expect us to beat a team that has a $350 million?
And like, Blake Snell's salary versus the entire staff.
How you gonna play both sides of that coin? Yeah. All right.
I know that 715 Huey in Wausau previously had written that the Brewers cannot win, 4 out of 5, but he didn't put his name on it. So Huey did.
I do appreciate you saying, Huey. Hey, listen.
Yeah,
this is me. Real. This is me. This is how I feel.
Yep.
414 says, I think the emotional Game 5 win to win the first series in 7 years and against the Cubs got them really emotionally high, and they haven't matched that. The old-fashioned letdown sucks. Yeah. Listen, that's what I said to start my morning mind dump. I hate to say it. I don't want it to be the case. Right. But was the Brewers-Cubs series and that victory, was that the Brewers World Series?
Or was it just too emotional? Those are
the same thing. That's what I'm saying. You win mentally,
right,
physically, everything you put into that series to where then you had nothing left in the tank emotionally or on the field if you're the team to play the next series because you kept going. That's the definition of this being your world's quote unquote World Series. You put it all on that one.
Yep.
And it might have been that way. 480 here says, it won't happen, unfortunately, but the smaller markets, they need a floor as well as a salary cap. Frustrating all the way around.
Where is area code 480?
Yeah. Okay. Asking
AI or whoever.
Yeah.
Central Arizona.
Okay. Hey.
Yeah.
Getting up early with us.
Scottsdale, Mesa, Chandler, Tempe, and Gilbert.
Well, we appreciate you listening in.
Yeah. Mazel tov.
Ann says, let's go get 3 in LA. Well, that sure would be nice.
Love you, Ann.
And listen, it is possible. It is not 100% over. It is not done yet. No. It just does not look good. The outlook is not great.
It's fair.
Looks like a lot of thunderstorms in the forecast.
Not the good kind.
No. 262. Can we talk about how anti-Milwaukee these national announcers are? Especially Brian Anderson, quote unquote sarcasm. A lot of people complained about Ron Darling and across it all. Yeah.
I have no idea. I mean, I've been at every game, so I guess I've watched the away games.
Yes. I mean, there's definitely a little bit of that.
Yeah, I think there is, but
it's a lot easier for them to not be all over the opposing team when the Brewers are crushing it. Yeah. Right. If the Brewers aren't doing well, well, then, it's going to sound like they're giving a lot more props to whoever the Brewers are playing.
It's just gross.
And from Oconomowoc, yes, we talked about this yesterday. Mitch, you told me, you said you just have to change something.
Right.
I asked, do I go to the game? I went to game 1. They lost. Do I even go to game 2? You said yes, but you got to change something. I changed a few things. Ann says, Josh, I changed my routine. I didn't wear my Brewer earrings and bracelet. It didn't work.
Yep.
What should I do next? Ann,
I'm not sure.
I listen, first of all, I'm not going to tell you how to fan. And second,
Right.
I hate to be this guy, but enjoy the ride. At this point, it might just be wear what you want to wear and enjoy the fact that at the very least you have 2 more baseball games that the Milwaukee Brewers are playing.
One of the things I love about our YouTube chat as opposed to our text line, and I love everybody on our Nikolai Law Fan Talking text line.
Yeah.
And one day we'll have whoever sponsors our YouTube chat as well, is that they can see each other's chat so they can answer each other's questions. Because Cookie VR, Mike and Slinger wrote in, Brewers fighting for their life, and we used the whole bullpen on a game that we lost in the 7th. And Ryan Braun is my favorite Brewer, but we've lost every game this year when he was in the building, which Venton wrote back. Braun was at game 5. He was against the Cubs.
Yep.
And the bullpen does get a whole day off as a travel day before they go to LA. So I love the fact that they can work these things out on their own, and just reminding everybody that they can text in 414-677-1250 to the Nikolai Law Fan Talking Text Club, but you can also watch us on YouTube.
Let's see here. We got Joe in the 920 says, sounding great this morning from Green Bay. We appreciate
Thanks,
that.
Joe. What's up, Green Bay?
Why can't we be a part of the 10%? It ain't over until Tommy Lasorda sings, and he ain't singing anytime soon.
Oh,
Well, he's not singing yet. We can
that's a
absolutely,
funny fat lady
Yep.
reference.
we can be a part of the 10%.
Yep.
As far as the ain't singing anytime soon, no, he very well could be singing in 2 games. So I would consider that soon.
Mhm.
It's 2-0. It's not 1-1. That could sneak up on you very, very quickly. Tons more texts coming in. We appreciate that. We got a lot of show we got to talk about.
Yes, we do.
We got more sound to play. Got a lot to look at with this team and going forward, because you're saying they got a 10% chance. How do you guys see them fixing this?
Yeah.
How do you guys see them changing? What is it? Are you going to focus on Freddie giving up that extra run? Are you going to say that this team just isn't going to be able to beat the Dodgers if they fall behind? Or do you have a magic answer for the offense? I legitimately need help from our listeners today.
I know you do,
Mitch, because I'm not sure.
You're gonna hate me right now too. By the way.
Oh,
You know why? You know why you're gonna hate me?
Why?
Matt LaFleur speaks today at 11:20. Lucas Van Ness undergoing an MRI.
Oh.
Javon Bullard, is he in concussion protocol? Was it just a stinger? The Packers were off yesterday. They're back today. And of course, they are in Arizona this Sunday. And I like that Sunday's a day off for the Brewers and Dodgers before they come back to Milwaukee for Game 6.
Listen,
you hear what I just said?
Yes.
You hear what I just said?
Yes, I did.
Before they come back to Milwaukee for Game 6?
For Game 6. And
so I love that Sunday's a day off.
From your mouth to God's ears.
Thank you.
Listen,
deal with it.
I love the Packers.
The Packers exist.
I love the Packers. I don't want to have to focus on the Packers. I want there to still be
focus on them.
Postseason baseball going on. I'm sick of a team goes really well and then they lose in the playoffs.
You're multitasking.
You're not wrong.
Right.
You're not wrong on that.
I love your laser focus. I hate your laser focus.
All right. We got more coming up. Top of next hour. I'm Josh Albrecht. That's Mitch Thundernellis. We're live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. Keep it right here. More coming up next.
Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a miss. And Yoshi Yamamoto with his crown jewel as a Dodger. It is a complete game. He goes the distance. And the Dodgers win game 2 by a score of 5-1.
You know, we chased way more than we've chased all year. We've been the best in baseball at not chasing. These pitchers brought out the worst in us.
They were chasing yesterday. Sure were. Brewers lose game 2 to the Dodgers. They go down 2-0 in the series against the Dodgers. We're talking about it. We've been talking about it for 2 hours. You guys have been great so far. We got a ton more of your react to get to. I'm Josh Albrecht. That's Mitch Thundernellis over there. We are live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. Make sure to follow us on Twitter if you don't mind. I'm at On Air Josh. Mitch is at Thunder MKE.
Adrenaline.
You can watch us live on YouTube as well and be a part of the conversation on the Nicolay Law Fan Talking text line. That's 414-677-1250. I went to the game last night.
Same.
As a fan.
What's up, brag?
Thank you. With Trevor Thomas.
I've heard of him.
Who
Tall.
has not who's not been doing a radio show with me for a little bit.
No, not
he
this
is
week.
he is out.
Did
today.
anybody behind him yell at him to sit down because he's 6'8"?
No.
Were there any confrontations between short men?
No.
Okay.
No, it was nice. It was nice to see that he was all right
He was respected.
in that department.
Yep.
We want to give our thoughts and prayers out to Trevor and his wife Amanda today.
Mhm.
Amanda is having surgery, hoping that everything goes well there.
Yes.
But thinking about them and their family, hoping for a successful surgery and a speedy recovery.
Yep, quick and easy.
Yep.
And all the prayers and all the good things.
Yep, and everything going well. I can't wait, buddy, to have you back
Mhm.
on, and we're talking more sports soon.
I love being on with you, Josh. I love being on the radio. 6 a.m. should not exist in my world.
Yep,
No, it's not for me.
I love you, buddy.
Yep.
I love you. You
It
definitely.
also doesn't exist for me like in the week that is the NLCS. Like if I knew like a month ahead of time, oh, Mitch, you're going to be doing morning radio now. And I could like arrange my life to like get ready to ease into it, as opposed to getting a call on Sunday evening. Hey, Mitch, you're doing the morning show this week. Great.
And the NLCS is happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're covering every game.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's morning radio, my friend.
Yep. Welcome.
Yep.
It's
Absolutely.
silly. It's silly.
So we appreciate everyone that has been a part of the conversation
Mhm.
so far on that Nicolay Law Fan Talk and text line.
Still
we
blowing
want you to join it. It's 414-677-1250. We're going to keep it going right now.
Yep. Bob in Minneapolis. Brewers do nothing while all the other teams improve. Be happy the Brewers are there. Enjoy the time spent with the family, but don't have any expectations. The Brewers are like a hot boyfriend or girlfriend you have that you want to be with, but puts you in the friend zone. There is a reason why the Brewers have never won a World Series. It's called Major League Baseball. I'm preparing to hear how great and exciting the season was. Just enjoy the games. But again, don't have expectations. For months, I've been told I should be excited about the Brewers. I've contended Major League Baseball is rigged against the small markets. Plus, the Brewers have never had a winning season. Winning is winning a World Series. It looks like it. Again, the Brewers lose every year at the trade deadline. Bob in Minneapolis. Bob's just not feeling it.
Bob's in his feels. And that's understandable this morning.
Yep.
It really is.
And 610 says burn the so-called rally towels.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
No.
Okay.
No.
Just
I'm
just letting you know.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not going to tell you how to fan. I don't think it's on the rally towels personally.
Yeah.
608. This is Rhino. Rhino says.
By the way, I know you're getting a Rhino. I did want to give out to Joe and Kiwani. We're on 99.7 WNFL in Green Bay right now. Kicking butt. Let's go.
Yep. Happy to be there.
Yep.
Rhino says, what is it with Wisconsin and being the king of coming up short with great teams? The last 2 decades alone, we've had NFC championship games, NLC series, Final Fours, Eastern Conference playoff runs, and one championship to show for it over the last 15 years. Are we cursed? Listen, that is an argument that it feels like it's made after every end of a sports run for every team.
Yeah.
And this is
I don't think
why
we're cursed, brother.
this is why when you started bringing up the Packers, I got frustrated because it's literally like clockwork. I watch one of our Wisconsin sports teams do really, really well. They get to the playoffs or postseason.
Yep.
They fall apart. At the same time, the next team is starting and they're doing well, and then they get to the postseason or playoffs, and then they fall apart. And then the next team has already started their season and they're doing really well, and then they get to the playoffs or postseason and they fall apart. And then the next, and it's just on a cycle. And I would like the Packers to be really, really bad and the Brewers to keep being good,
Right.
instead of it being
Everybody
they make
being
it to where the games really count and then fall apart, and I'm supposed to settle for, well, yeah, but now you have the Packers that are technically in first place in the division. Blah, 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 blah. I'm very happy that they are. I want to win now. I want to see this team win now, and it hurts, Mitch, and I want it.
Big Daddy from Oak Creek continues on the Nicolay Law Fan Talking text line 414-677-1250. Just need two in LA and we get another home game. We can do it. Won't be easy, but we got it. Let's go win the next two, and it's all tied up.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
You're not wrong.
That's math. When you're down 2-0 and you win 2 in a row, that is math. That's math. Yep.
Mike in Oconomowoc. Josh, great to hear you again.
I agree. Josh, it's great to hear you.
Hey, thank you, Mike. Appreciate you joining us and being a part of the fun.
Shots.
Working on the radio. Oh, is that?
And
yeah.
the
Clearly we
ladies
know the
won't
song.
leave us alone.
After this season, he says, I won't be happy without a World Series title. They are not done yet. No offense, Mike. There's a really good chance you're not going to be happy.
But
there is a
we're
chance.
not done yet.
They're not done yet, but only one team can win it all. That's the thing. Every year, only one team can win it. And I know we sit here saying, why can't it be us? Why can't it be us? And that's what makes it so frustrating. But that's sports.
Yep.
That's sports. We got Coffee Kong, who used to be Cactus Pete.
What?
These names,
How's that even
originally
work?
from Wisconsin, now in Mesa, Arizona.
Okay.
Texting in, just wanted to say, hey, great show, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with us. Coffee Kong, I guess.
B Rad joining us on the YouTube channel.
Oh, B Rad. Yeah, he loves to give me a lot of crap on Twitter.
He's very excited that he has jumped ship and is now joined onto our ship, and we're happy to have him here. He says, I'm on Yelly Watch, but there's nothing to watch.
I hate how right you are.
Yeah.
I hate that you can say that, B Rad, but you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're sitting there. You got your binoculars.
Check out the big brains on B Rad.
You got your binoculars. You're looking around.
Yeah.
I don't see anything. You're looking for it. It's not there. Dave in West Allis. David versus Goliath. Yeah. Listen, that was the entire narrative going into this.
Yeah.
And there were a few people that said, look, I know that they want it to be David versus Goliath, but it's not.
Yeah.
The Brewers were the best team in the regular season. You can't make that argument. You can. You can make that argument.
I love Chad in the 920 saying, I didn't have any cocktails for the game Monday or Tuesday, and they sucked. I will step it up Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with drinks. Go Brewers.
Hey, if that's what it takes,
Chad,
Chad.
take one for the team, baby. I love it.
But please drink responsibly.
Yeah, drink to capacity, not to excess.
864.
Ooh.
Yep, look that one up quick.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's David in South Carolina. I think that's going to be South Carolina.
Yeah.
Thank you, David, for letting us know where you're coming from here.
Nicely done.
He says, guys, Dodgers have a $321 million, I'm assuming, payroll. That includes counting Ohtani at $2 million,
which is not real,
which isn't his pay. They have better starting pitching and better hitters. Other than that, they aren't better. Yeah, right. They only have more money to spend, better pitchers, better hitters. Besides all that stuff, the teams are exactly the same.
Yep. 920 and Dave with some nice thoughts about us and listening to us on the station and on the network. We love having you here. So thanks for being on board.
Yes, we appreciate you.
Yep.
The Brewers have exciting seasons. Yawn. Here's a statement that's likely true. The Packers will win a Super Bowl before the Brewers win a World Series. That again, Bob in Minneapolis still in his feels.
Yeah.
Listen, I hate that argument too. I'm not. I'm sorry. I so don't care.
It's not one versus the other.
Right.
Like all can be good or all can stink, or one can be good and one can stink. They are independent of each other. They are not dependent on each other.
Oh, now I'm getting mad.
Breathe.
Oh, Mitch.
Tries to come over and give you a hug.
612. Always focus on the Packers.
That's still Bob,
the
isn't it?
Brewers. Is this still Bob?
Yeah,
Bob and I are
Bob.
fighting. Okay.
All right.
Oh, the Brewers have never had a winning season. That's not true at all.
He says that
Looks
they have
like
not won a World Series.
Yeah, if that's what it is, is that it? Yes, we're all
That's
aware
his
they
definition.
haven't won a World Series. Looks like another one is going to be flushed down the toilet. The Packers win. I don't even know where the rest of yeah.
I think that's it.
Okay. Well, let me tell you. Yeah, they won
15 years ago.
15 years ago.
Yeah.
Stop acting like they're winning every 3 years. We have a Super Bowl championship. Oh, okay. I got to be done with Bobby. He's going to be too upset.
Yeah.
Nick and Dressa, my theory is that the crew can't see the ball because of Freddie Freeman's teeth.
I mean, they are very big and white.
Listen.
He's got big teeth.
Freddie
Horsey
Freeman.
mouth.
I hate Freddie Freeman because I can't hate him.
Right.
He's such a respectable, great athlete.
I agree with all that. I still want to punch him in the face, but like I want to do
he's
it
so good,
right? And then hug him. Like I want to punch him in the face.
Punch him, and
like,
then as he's
right,
crying, just be like,
as he's crying, then yeah,
it's okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
You needed that for me to feel better about myself. Yes.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, the worst.
Let's see. Ziggy writes in, sadly, last night was the final home game of the Brewers season. It's a shame they couldn't get a win for our friend Trevor. I don't see 2 road wins for this team behind our studs, TBD and TBD.
Yeah, listen, TBD's pitched great this year.
Yeah, TBD's been great. Yeah. As
do
we
not
know,
throw shade at TBD.
As we look at the expected starters coming up, and we have Tyler Glasnow in game 3 for the Dodgers. And we have Shohei Ohtani in game 4 for the Brewers. Undecided and undecided. TBD.
Yeah, listen. Great. Like I said, I don't think TBD is the problem. I mean,
TBD's not great.
TBD's not batting.
No.
TBD doesn't have a point.
Right.
086 whatever batting average.
How many runs did the Brewers score in game 1?
What did they 1?
How many runs did the Brewers score in game 2?
Let me think. 1.
Are you going to win a lot of baseball games, Josh, if you score 1 run?
Nope.
No. Is that now? I was told like we don't love to math, but that's easy math.
Yeah.
Like we get that one.
Right. That one's pretty easy.
The Brewers are unbelievable this season when they get to 4.
Yes.
When they get to 4, they are unbelievable. And I know last night ended up being 5-1, but if the Brewers had been up 4-1 or 4-2, obviously it's a different game. So, but game 1 certainly had an opportunity to get to 4 there with a big hit in the 9th inning.
A lot of people saying, hey, don't give up on this idea that there could be a salary cap coming in baseball. 920 said you have bought teams that in the coasts into the playoffs, then turns it on because they are literally all all-stars. Then you have a team that has to do everything right in order to just get in. Yeah, it's not about that. It's about the money.
Mm-hmm.
The teams that are spending all of the money, the teams that are making the MLB all of the money, they're the ones that don't want a salary cap.
Right.
That's why there's not a salary cap. You're asking, you're not understanding. It's the little guys that are here saying we need a salary cap to make this fair. The little guys aren't bringing in as much money to the MLB. That's why there isn't a salary cap and why there won't be one. 414 says, I'm tired of biting the apple. I want to eat the damn thing. I agree with that. Oh man, a lot of people. Now it's just, we're starting to get some sell the team marks. Boy, oh boy. This is getting rough. I appreciate everyone texting in though.
That is rough.
Listen, I appreciate everyone being a part of the show. I want to make sure that, we are here for all of you guys that are getting your thoughts and your emotions and your feelings out. At the end of the day, it's pretty simple. They're not done yet. They're down 2-0. Their backs are up against the wall. They know exactly what they have to do to turn this thing around. It's a little bit more difficult because now they have to do it on the road. And if the NLDS was any indication, this team struggles to find that a little bit more when they're on the road. The lights are a little brighter.
Yep.
The pressure's on a little bit more.
Yep.
The pressure is going to be on a lot more in LA going down 2-0, knowing that they have to win 2 to get another home game, but they know what they have to do to get it done. Can they get it done?
Yeah. It is. We all acknowledge we are in a frustrating place right now. And we've gone through all the emotions in the last 2+ hours. The Brewers are back at it tomorrow in LA. Game 3 and game 4 exist We hope for game 5. We hope for game 6. We'll see beyond that. We don't know what the starting rotation. We know Jose Quintana will pitch at some point in game 3. Don't know if he'll start or if they'll use an opener and then go with Quintana. However that works out, that is Murph's job. That is his plan. Would it be nice if Quinn Priester could go 7 and Freddie could go 7 and Woody could go 7? Yeah, that'd be great if all those guys were healthy and ready to go. Would it be great if Miz was ready to go 7, or if Logan Henderson was ready to go 7, or if Chad Patrick was ready to go 7? All those things would be great, and all those things might happen in the future. We don't know. But right now, you get what you get, and we say to little kids, you don't get upset. No, as sports fans, we're allowed to get upset.
Yes.
You get what you get, and get upset if you need to get upset, and vent all your feelings here, and that's what we're here for.
I'm going to vent quickly before our next break here about a tweet from someone named Steve Pfeiffer. I think I'm saying that correctly.
It's Pfeiffer.
Okay. It's at Sparky Radio on Twitter.
P. Did you know that there's no P at the beginning of Pfeiffer?
Yeah, because I'm looking at his
right, because a
the
lot
name
of people
right here
whose
on
last
Twitter.
name is Pfeiffer is like Pfeiffer. He's just Pfeiffer. He's like the Piper, but he's Pfeiffer.
At Sparky Radio,
Okay.
said, despite the bats being silent, the future of the Brewers starting pitching is bright with Gasser, Miz, Patrick, Priester, and Henderson.
Hold on. One more time. What were those names?
Gasser, Miz, Patrick, Priester, and Henderson. Okay.
Right. I'm gonna. Can I add DL? Can I add Hall? I'm gonna add.
Well,
Hall.
he didn't say
I'm
that. You
adding
can.
Hall. Yeah. Okay.
I would like to address this tweet.
Yeah, please do.
First of all, I hate seeing that tweet when you're still in the NLCS.
Mhm.
That is we just lost game 4.
Yep.
And got swept tweet.
You're not wrong.
That is not we lost game 2
True
tweet. Okay. Not a fan of that. Second of all, do not tell me that the future is bright. It's the future. I don't know what's happening in that. You tell me that mid-season when Miz is going up against Skeens on a Wednesday day game and it sells out because people are like, this is history.
And Miz outduels him, and we think that Miz again is going to be a 7-inning guy for the rest of the season.
100%. And then
crush everyone.
And then he's coming out of the pen because boy did he lose it after the All-Star break.
True story.
Do not tell me that. And also saying despite the bats being silent and then talking about the future pitching.
Yep.
Future pitching doesn't even fix the current offense problem.
Yep.
If you said, hey, despite the bats being silent now, the future of this Brewers offense, looking at their farm system and who's going to come up and they're going to be loaded, I still don't like the argument coming in right now. But at least that's an argument that makes sense.
Jesus Made, right?
Right.
We all love the potential of Jesus Made. Guess who's never taken an at bat at the major league level before?
Jesus Made.
Yeah, so we have no idea.
We have no clue.
Yes. We have high expectations and we hope, but that doesn't mean it's real. That doesn't mean it's
No.
reality.
No. And also, I'm not worrying about the future of the Brewers starting pitching because
no, not today.
What Murph has done with this patchwork pitching lineup crew, whatever you want to say, has been super duper impressive.
Yep.
Okay, even getting past the Cubs with multiple bullpen games is impressive. It's insane. And he's doing that. And yes, I understand that the Brewers gave up 5 runs yesterday to the Dodgers, but they only gave up 2 in game 1. And it doesn't matter because you only scored 2 runs total in the NLCS. That has nothing to do with pitching. So I don't care if the Brewers starting pitching is bright with Gasser, Miz, Patrick, Priester, and Henderson. That is a issue and a conversation for future Josh. Current Josh is pissed that this team cannot hit the damn ball. Period.
Fair.
Was not a fan of that tweet.
Yep.
Whoever Sparky Pfeiffer at Sparky Radio was. All right. We got more to discuss. I have a feeling that Mitch, I'm going to let you on this next segment.
Uh-oh.
Next segment, you want to talk a little bit of football. We can do it.
Wow.
We can do it. Just to give it a little break. Okay?
Yes.
All right.
I'm here for it.
Mitch Thundernellis going to shine with some football talk here coming up next. I'm Josh Albrecht. He is Mitch Thundernellis. Live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. Welcome back in, everyone. My name is Josh Albrecht. That's Mitch Thunder Nellis alongside with me, and we are live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. I'll let it go. I want to thank everyone for participating with us today on the show. You guys have been coming out in huge numbers. We really appreciate you being with us today and every day, talking local Wisconsin sports that we are all very passionate about, and we're glad that you guys are with us. Make sure to follow us on Twitter. I'm at OnAirJosh. Mitch is at ThunderMKE. You can watch us live on the YouTube and be a part of the show on the Nicolay Law Fan Talk and Text line, 414-677-1250, and we do appreciate you guys being a part of the show. Mitch, we've been talking a lot of baseball.
Yep.
Game 2, NLCS.
As we should be.
Brewers lose 5-1 to the Dodgers, go down 2-0 in the series. And you were like, hey, can we talk a little bit of football?
I mean, just for like a minute. We got a 3-hour show here.
You're right. So go ahead.
It's Wednesday. It's hump day. The Packers back at practice today. Matt LaFleur will speak to the media at 11:20 before practice. And I'm guessing he will be asked immediately about the injuries, which, of course, he will give no update on. But 3 players left the Bengals game on Sunday. Dontavian Wicks with an ankle, Lucas Van Ness with a foot, and then Javon Bullard maybe with a concussion, maybe with a stinger. Lucas Van Ness had an MRI, and LaFleur said we definitely avoided something serious, but how long he'll be out remains to be seen. He injured his foot while sacking Joe Flacco. If he's unable to go, it's definitely going to be a loss. And talking about Lucas Van Ness, Bullard, who had a concussion earlier in this year, was cleared by the medical staff and is not in concussion protocol. Bullard told LaFleur that he had a stinger, even though the team officially announced Bullard is questionable to return with a concussion during the game. Obviously, we're keeping our eye on, especially not as much Anthony Belton, but Devontae Wyatt for sure, who both missed week 6 with injuries. I haven't seen any updates about Kyler Murray. The Packers, of course, in Arizona this weekend for a 325 snap. Kyler Murray did not play this past week. Jacoby Brissett played pretty well.
Yeah.
The Arizona Cardinals lost late to the Indianapolis Colts, who are undoubtedly the best team in the NFL, at least through week 6. And Jacoby Brissett played pretty well. It seems there's some fan activity in Arizona that Jacoby Brissett should maybe be the quarterback there. But I know that Jonathan Gannon came out yesterday and said, without a doubt, that Kyler Murray is his number 1. Josh, you are not. I don't know. Are you an odds maker? Are you a prognosticator? Do you know your stuff?
No.
Okay. Well, perfect then.
I don't know much of anything.
All our odds here on all our shows on the Fan are courtesy of the Potawatomi Sports.
That I know.
Yeah. What do you think the spread is on the game? Packers and Cardinals, 325 on Sunday. I can give you a hint. The Packers are favored.
Okay.
I'm sure you're shocked by that.
I mean, a little bit.
No, you're not.
A little bit.
Packers at Cardinals? The Cardinals are 2-4 after being 2-0. They've lost 4 straight games, bro.
I'm going to say 6.5.
That's exactly right.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you know?
I had no idea, but I'm not terrible at this sports thing, Mitch, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Jonathan Gannon was asked yesterday, probably not yesterday because Tuesday is usually the day off, so maybe this is from Monday. He was asked about how his team is responding after starting 2-0, now losing 4 in a row, and how his team's feeling.
They're not happy, you know what I mean? We feel like we're right there, but to get in the win column, we got to do a little bit more. But I am proud of them, the response, for the last couple games here and how those have went, going on the road to play a good team. I thought our response was the right response. There's no pointing blame. There's no finger pointing. Guys have good energy. They got good enthusiasm. They're continuing to play hard. Just got to get it turned.
That's it. What would have helped you get that turned is when you were up 21-6 against the Tennessee Titans and you had a 71-yard run that should have been a 72-yard touchdown run, and your running back dropped it. And then the center snapped the ball into Kyler Murray's face, and Kyler Murray couldn't get it. And then you had an interception while the Titans were in the red zone, and your guy just dropped the ball, and Tennessee scored a touchdown on that. Like, I still cannot believe Arizona lost that game 2 weeks ago at home against Tennessee. What a joke. Like I said at the time, this team should be contracted right now. Like, they should disband the Arizona Cardinals, like have a draft among the other 31 teams and
get rid of them.
Just get rid of them. Literally,
Period.
You do not deserve to have a football franchise anymore.
I mean, I did all I heard from that soundbite was
They're not happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That sounds
they're not
like
happy.
Sounds like Brewers fans. Right?
That's exactly.
I know.
I'm hearing literally the first 5 seconds. I'm like, I know you want.
All right.
I know you want to focus on baseball or on football, but
They're not happy. You know what I mean? They're
You can use that.
Not happy. You know what I mean?
For, and tomorrow for Brewers fans. So, Josh, have you ever been to a charity auction where the auctioneer is auctioning something off? And by the way, I'm a professional auctioneer. If you need me for your nonprofit,
Humble
please
brag.
hire me. I'm really good at it. And that's not humble at all.
No, not at all.
All right. Have you ever been to one where like they're bidding and it's like, I got 1,500, I need 2,000, I got 2,000, I need 2,500.
Yeah.
And then they're like, all right, wait, are you in at 2,500? Oh, wait, are you in at 2,500?
Yeah.
Oh, we got two of them.
Yeah.
You both win. Okay.
Yes.
You've seen that,
Yes,
right?
I have absolutely
So we've all seen that. Do you think the Packers literally sent a press release out 4 minutes ago that Luke Combs, who's playing at Lambeau on Saturday, May 16th, is adding a show Friday, May 15th due to popular demand? I put air quotes for those of you on YouTube. Do you think this was planned when they announced Saturday night? Do you think they knew they had Friday night in their back pocket and they were going to sell out Saturday night and then be able to announce an additional night at Lambeau Field for his My Kind of Saturday Night tour with shows set now for Friday, May 15th and Saturday, May 16th?
I mean, I definitely think it was a possibility. I don't think that, people that get paid lots of money to schedule, different acts at different venues, they definitely plan for that. Yeah. They know that there's a possibility of that going into it. I don't think it was a for sure bet.
I think it was like 99%. I think it was basically for sure. I think they knew Luke Combs was going to sell out. And I think this way they get to send out the press release 2 weeks ago that he's coming Saturday, May 16th. And then today they get more news. Hey, and Friday, May 15th. And so it's like a way for the Packers, because the Packers always, they sent out that McNamee got released yesterday, the kicker from Ireland. Whatever from the practice squad. But I think they also like when their PR people get to do press releases that aren't football related, but are just more community related or event related, just to kind of keep Green Bay. I like that they did this today and not yesterday, not on a Brewers game day. That was very smart of them to do this not on a Brewers game day where it would have gotten lost, but they did it. I think they knew the whole time that Luke Combs was going to do great, that they already had the contract signed, but that they had it as part of their PR and the Luke Combs people like, hey, let's do a separate.
Listen, they very well might have.
Does it make it more special that they do it this way? Oh, but there are people who don't know that this is how it works. And they're like, oh my gosh, Luke Combs is so special.
Sure.
They're adding a second night. This is great.
Listen, if he had another show the next night, they wouldn't have moved that show to have a second show in Green Bay. So
Dierks Bentley and a bunch of people I've never heard of before are also going to be there.
You've never heard of Dierks Bentley?
No, Dierks Bentley I've heard of. The other people.
You've never heard of and other people?
Ty Myers, Jake Worthington, and Thelma and James.
Didn't Worthington pitch for the Brewers in like 2004? I'm just kidding.
I thought Tobias Myers did.
He did pitch for the
last
Brewers.
Night. Is
not great either.
Do you think they play the exact?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean, Jonathan. That's kind of like on the Mason Crosby show. I don't know if you know this or not, but like we played the John Kuhn sounder. They were, I'll take two. We were talking about hot dogs. Do you think Luke Combs plays the same set both nights?
No.
Like when you have a concert like this, do you just play the same set?
I think he'll play a lot of the hits, but he'll switch it up a little bit.
Okay. That's my football update. Again, Matt LaFleur today at 11:20. You'll hear more on 9 to noon with Kuhn and Rami and Brandon. You'll hear more on the Mason Crosby show from noon to 2. What Matt LaFleur talks, and the players are talking after practice. So they'll have plenty to talk about today. Arizona. Honestly, just go take care of business, right? Like, don't do anything
that's
special.
what it was. That was the mindset and the mentality of myself as a fan and a lot of other fans that I know, friends, said, just listen, I'm focusing on the Brewers right now.
Right.
Win, stay healthy. Win, stay healthy. I'm not looking, I can't focus on specifics of players playing better.
Right.
Just win, stay healthy.
And when guys aren't healthy, like that's the guys I'm paying attention right now to LVN. I'm paying attention to Bullard. I'm paying attention to Wyatt and Wicks. Like those are the 4 guys I want more information on. Beyond that, stay healthy, do your job.
You're not
Stay
happy,
healthy.
you know what I mean?
I know what you mean, Jonathan Gannon. That's why you beat up your running back on national television.
Just
What was that?
it's just so I feel.
Is that a lady or is that a goat?
It's a lady.
All right. Could have gone either way.
Yeah.
Don't know. Unbelievable. So yes, so for those yeah.
Yeah.
Q yeah. Unbelievable. It's how we feel today. Q is chiming in. Q
Hi,
said
Q.
he slept in a little bit late to the party on the YouTube channel. He wrote the blank 3 hits. Do we get back to Milwaukee? Need to win 2 or 3 there, of course. And I don't want to talk about that today. I don't want to talk today about whether this series gets back to Milwaukee.
See, that's the one nice thing, right? Is that on Monday, it was straight up. We couldn't even take the whole show to enjoy the NLDS because we had game 1 that night.
Right. Yeah.
And then we couldn't even get all of the hate and anger that we had from game 1 out because we had to focus on game 2.
Because we got most of it out.
But we had to go right again last.
Right.
We have a break. At the very least, we have
today. Good or bad.
I definitely think it's good. This team is down 2-0 going into LA.
Right.
They have all the momentum. This is the equivalent of
day off
a coach taking a full time out. Get your heads right. They got to figure this out before they go.
You're saying a day off slows the momentum a little bit.
It's got to do something. I don't see how it hurts. I really don't.
That's fair.
What are you worried about the Dodgers bullpen getting a day of rest? They got that yesterday, bud. They also got the day before.
Yeah.
Man, I would have loved to have been a Dodgers bullpen player. You just get this as good as a backup quarterback. You're just sitting there. You're just getting paid to sit there.
I feel like I would have started drinking in the 7th inning. It's like, I know I'm not going to pitch tonight. I'm getting hammered.
Yeah, I'm out. I don't got to worry about a damn thing. Yep. You know what? It's just
You're not happy, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
I do.
All right.
I do know what you mean.
Listen, coming up next, though, and I'm very interested. Everyone that's been with us, everyone that's been texting and how you're feeling today and your emotions on everything, need your help in our next segment. It's What's Up, Wisconsin. And this is where we find out, what do you have coming up today, tonight? What are you doing? What is up, Wisconsin? Yesterday, it was easy. There was a playoff baseball game that your Milwaukee Brewers were taking part in. That's not happening tonight. What are you doing this evening? What is up, Wisconsin? Let us know. We want to be a part of it. We want to talk about it.
No
we
Brewers game tonight. You get a night off. What are you doing with your night off?
Let us know.
Catching up.
We will tell you what we got going on tonight as well. I'm Josh Albrecht. That's Mitch Thundernellis, and we are live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. What's up, Wisconsin? Coming up next.
What's up? my hero. Watch him as he goes. You're welcome on YouTube, by the way, who can't hear the music right now. There goes my hero.
Welcome back. Josh Albrecht here. Mitch Thunder Nellis there. We're live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook.
Yep.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter. I'm at On Air Josh. Mitch is at Thunder MKE.
Hi, Twitter.
As Mitch mentioned, you can watch us live on YouTube.
Truth.
You can also be a part of the conversation on the Nicolay Law Fan Talking text line, 414-677-1250. You guys have been killing it all day on the Talking text line, and we really appreciate that. We do, because we want you to get it out as well. Be a part of this. This isn't something where you just listen to us. We are all in this together. We
Yes,
are all Wisconsin sports fans.
We are family.
This is not a show with a bunch of people doing media that just come in and will tell you if you're, that we're right and you're wrong.
Right. No.
We're all going through it together. We are fans. I was there in the stands last night, feeling the emotions the same way that you guys were. And I'm glad that you guys are with us and that you're going through this with us. I wish we were going through happier things together, but I'm glad that we are all going through this together.
Speaking of the YouTube channel, Q writes in, I hope they all went clubbing when they got to LA last night. Can't make things any worse. What would the 82 squad do?
Oh,
they wouldn't go clubbing. They'd find a bar.
Yeah, they would find a bar.
Yeah, they'd have beers at the bar.
Yep. This is the part of the show that we call What's Up, Wisconsin? What's up?
What's up, Wisconsin?
And so we ask, hey, Wisconsin, what's up for today? What do you got going on today? What do you got going on tonight? Especially because there's no Brewers baseball tonight.
True.
There is no Packers game tonight.
Nope.
There's no NFL game tonight.
No.
The only
There's
thing...
some random mediocre college football that is dumb and no big conferences. The Bucks played a meaningless preseason game last night.
They don't even have that tonight.
We conjectured that maybe about 85% of the fans who did go to the Bucks game had the Brewers game on their phone.
Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, they probably didn't leave it on for that long.
Yeah.
Based on how the game was going.
That's true.
But
what do we have tonight, Josh?
We have a ALCS, the other side of the bracket, postseason baseball game, Game 3.
That's right.
Between the Seattle Mariners, who are up 2-0, over the Toronto Blue Jays, and that game, the first game in Seattle.
That's correct. That is a 7:08 first pitch on FS1. That's Fox Sports 1. George Kirby is facing Shane Bieber in this one. Seattle is favored. They are a -139 favorite. Toronto's +117, according to our odds of our friends at the Potawatomi Sportsbook. So the Mariners a decent favorite in this one. George Kirby's a really good pitcher. Shane Bieber's been good. Struggled against the Yankees, though. So we'll see how this one goes. The Mariners did win 2 in Toronto. They are now home. So we'll see. I think as a Brewers fan, I'm kind of hoping for the Blue Jays, because if the Blue Jays can win in Seattle, it means the Brewers can win in LA.
Right. I was going to ask you, does that give it? Because between the two teams, I would rather see the Mariners get there over the Blue Jays. I mean, either team I'm happy with, because neither one is the Dodgers or the Yankees. But, between the two, I'm pulling for the Mariners. But I was curious if I should change that. Because just looking at hey, it can happen. If it happened for them, it can happen for us.
Yeah.
Is that a mentality that you're going to take into this ALCS game tonight?
If Toronto wins, yes. If Seattle wins, no. It'll have no bearing whatsoever.
Okay, so if Seattle wins, you're not going to go, see, we're also going to give you... Okay.
No.
Well, I like that.
Won't even be relevant.
That's some optimism right there.
It's something.
I
don't know what it is, but it's something.
It is something.
Yeah.
It is something. Well,
we got that going for us.
I can tell you. So my plan for this evening is to watch that game.
Okay.
And I got to take care of business. I got to clean.
Yeah.
From last weekend.
Oh, I'm sure.
Into the start of this week, I have had no time at home to do much anything. Julie has been at home being the absolute rock star that she is, taking care of both the kids, doing everything so that I can go and enjoy a Brewers baseball team that can't find a way to get a few hits and score some runs. Not that I'm salty about it.
Right, at all.
But that's what I got going on. So it's not like a lot of fun, but I'm going to watch this one baseball game, and then I've got to take care of some business. I got to get some laundry done. I got to I got to clean up some stuff. I got to make sure my baby remembers who I am.
Yep. I don't know what our deals are today,
Okay.
but today is National Cheese Curd Day.
Get out of here.
No, I will not get out of here. It was created by Culver's in 2015. It celebrates the Wisconsin delicacy with various local events, special promotions, and of course eating cheese curds. So I don't know if Culver's has any specials. I do believe Lakefront Brewery in Milwaukee has some specials.
Okay.
I'm guessing there are different establishments around the state that are doing special things. I hope they are, at least. And if they're not, go into your favorite watering hole today for happy hour or whenever you're going, or for lunch, and tell them it's National Cheese Curd
get some
Day.
curds today.
Right, get some curds today.
Yeah.
I think
It's
that's
a good day
idea.
to get some cheese curds, I think.
I've got a little Whitefish Bay basketball meeting.
Okay.
this
A
evening.
meeting.
Yeah.
Not a game. A
No,
meeting.
No, meeting. It's like a parents. I think we're doing some fundraising and stuff like that.
Sure.
And I also, Team Hawkeye, which is a charity that I'm involved in. It pairs rescue dogs with veterans.
I love that.
Does really good work. I got some work to do with them today. We're working on some bigger plans and stuff like that.
Well,
So,
I'm proud of you. That's really good.
well,
That's
I
really
try to
good.
be involved. Real quick, I know that one of Mason's favorite places is Moe's Steakhouse.
Yes.
Well, their sister restaurant, Moe's in Tosa, tonight has 2000s music bingo at 8 p.m. I would destroy everybody. Actually, maybe not.
Do they have
80s and
cheese
90s.
curds?
I bet they have cheese curds.
Okay.
At Moe's. Yeah.
So you can eat some cheese curds.
So
and go there.
Moe's in Tosa tonight, 2000s music bingo at 8 p.m. That sounds like a blast.
A lot of people have bowling tonight. I don't bowl tonight.
Oh.
Sometimes I bowl on Wednesdays. I don't bowl tonight.
When
but
do you usually bowl?
Wednesdays. But it's not every week.
Okay.
And it's an off week for me this week.
Gotcha.
But a few people are doing that. We also have Jake in West Bend who said today I'm going to clear my head by sitting in a tree stand. You know what?
Wow.
That might be just what the
I
doctor
love that.
ordered.
I love that. Just like silence and nature. Q says Culver's is launching jalapeno cheese curds today.
Well, guess what? I would like to try those.
Yeah.
920. Good to hear you again, Josh. Hope you're doing well. Hey, thank you. I would like to know, 920, what you're doing today. What's up?
Yeah.
Jason from Kenosha says, what's up, Wisconsin? I'm getting ready to head to Arizona for the Packers game tomorrow.
Ooh.
And after we lose game 4 Friday night,
Stop.
8-0, I will be able to focus on the green and gold. Jason,
No.
come on. Hey, Jason, come on. How about you go to LA? You make a quick stop in LA, cheer on the Brewers there, and then go to the game in Arizona.
Yeah.
I know a few people that are trying to double up.
Yep.
You know, they're thinking about it.
Yeah.
Going down for the
Yep,
Packers
that's
game.
Jason in Kenosha, right?
Yep.
Yep. Jacob in a van is watching some classic Halloween movies to calm my stress level down from watching the Brewers the past 2 nights. Love that. That's good.
Yeah. Watch some thriller movies
Yep.
to calm down.
Halloween, watch Halloween.
Oh.
Halloween 2, I think, might be my favorite of the actual Halloween movies. 414 says big old bowl of chili. I assume that's Natty Oaks.
Yeah, of course. It's
Yep.
always Natty Oaks, but
Yep.
that's coming on Friday.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday. We got 2 days.
Yeah. You can have. Can you
Yeah.
have?
Well,
you
of course,
get
you
chili?
can go.
Right,
I'm
right,
going to
right.
get mine on
You're
Friday.
going right, exactly.
So I hope 4-4. I hope you're going to get a big old bowl of chili from Natty Oaks today.
Who is playing? B Hintage in West Dallas is playing disc golf league tonight. It's raining. Can you play disc golf in the rain?
Hey, listen, you know, if
I
that's
don't
what that's what it takes.
Yep.
You know, he said that's how he said I'll forget all about the Brewers series for an evening and just focus on a good time.
John Sorrows with a few beers while ripping
Good.
plastic.
Good for you. However
Do you
you
ever-
can get it done.
Josh, do you rip plastic?
Man. Not like that.
No, that's what it's called, I guess.
Okay.
Ripping plastic.
In
bro.
that case, no, I don't.
Let's go.
Listen, whatever you're doing tonight, I hope that it is therapeutic.
Yes.
I hope that it helps you calm down, whether it's in a tree stand, watching intense thriller horror movies, whatever it needs to be to get yourself, your mentals right, because the Brewers still have baseball. They are not done yet, and hopefully they can find a way to get some wins in LA and bring it home in a game 6 and potentially game 7.
Yeah.
That is what we are hoping for as Brewer fans. We appreciate
Need it.
everyone
Need it.
that was with us here today. I am Josh Albrecht. He is Mitch Thunder Nellis.
Maybe I'll be here tomorrow.
You sure may. We are live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook, and we are not done yet.